it's hard not to be excited, man.
This is Chicago White Sox baseball on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Audio Network. Brought to you by Yingling, the oldest brewery in America. By the Advantage Dealer Group. Buy your next car with the Advantage Dealer Group. It's in the name. By Marquette Bank. Love where you bank. Pete's Market. No one does fresh like Pete's. By Bell Tire. Bell Tire. And Hard Rock Casino, Northern Indiana. Live life at max value. Now, along with Darren Jackson, here's the voice of the White Sox, Len Casper.
Hi again, everyone. Len and DJ from right field for White Sox baseball this afternoon. It's a final game of a 4-game series against the New York Yankees and the wrap on a 7-game homestand for the Sox, who hit the road for 6 beginning tomorrow night. They'll head to Tampa Bay for 3, then off to Boston's Fenway Park next week. The Sox pulled a rabbit out of their hat last night, a thrilling 12-inning, 6-5 win. They overcame a 4-0 deficit in regulation, trailed by 1 in the 11th, came back, then won it in 12. So they have a chance to split this series after losing the first 2 and finish this homestand at 3-5. Sox are 56-51 overall, a game and a half up on Cleveland. In the AL Central, the Guardians are idle today. The Yankees come in at 61-47. Second in the East, 2.5 games back of the Rays, and they hold the top wild card position. The Yankees will stay in their hotel. They'll play the Cubs at Wrigley Field this weekend. The starting pitchers today, left-hander Ryan Weathers will go for the Yankees. Right-hander Sean Burke will pitch for the White Sox. Now the Four Seasons game.
It's done. He just missed this one, hitting it a ton. Will it stay in the park against the wall? It is off the glove, and it's gone. It's gone. Unbelievable. It was in the ballpark, but it bounced off Nady's glove over the fence for a homer, and Dunn says, I'll take it.
On the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
People's Bank wants to help you make winning money moves. Like, ever heard of the 50-30-20 rule? It's a guideline for allocating your monthly net income, with 50% going to needs like groceries, 30% to wants like tickets to the game, and 20% to savings. Follow the 50-30-20 rule to rule the day and your budget. Open a checking account online at ibankpeoples.com today. Brought to you by People's Bank, here for Chicago fans and savers everywhere. Equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Another hospital bill from the accident and another letter from the insurance company.
Did you call them?
3 times this week. I keep getting transferred. Nobody will tell me anything.
Who is it?
Postman Law, injury and accident attorneys. Put down the bills. Hang up the phone. We'll handle the insurance company, help you find the right doctors, and be your one call for answers. Injured in an accident? Postman Law delivers peace of mind. Call 844-POSTMAN or visit postmanlaw.com. No fee unless we win. Attorney advertising.
All my life, my mom sacrificed for our family. So when she needed a liver transplant and I learned I was a match, I didn't hesitate to be her donor. Northwestern Medicine made the process seamless for both of us, including speaking to my mom in Spanish.
Top 10 in the nation for transplant volume, Francisco's living donor team removed part of his liver for his mom's transplant. Northwestern Medicine has saved the most lives through organ transplant in Illinois and its surrounding states. Northwestern Medicine. Better. Learn more at nm.org/transplant.
As a proud partner of the Chicago White Sox, Steinhoffels knows a good season starts with a great night's sleep. That's why Steinhoffels has all the best mattress brands and an exclusive Discover Your Sleep system that takes the guesswork out of finding the perfect fit for you. And with free delivery plus Steinhoffels' 120-night sleep guarantee, you can rest easy knowing you made the right call. Sleep better all season long. Shop in-store and online at steinhoffels.com.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Pack your bags. We're taking a trip to Truist Park in Atlanta. One of baseball's newest ballparks, Truist opened its doors to Braves fans in 2017 and blends modern amenities with historic displays. Before the game, you have to swing by the Battery, a mixed-use complex of more than 60 acres that includes shops, great restaurants, outdoor spaces, and even a concert venue. Once inside, pop over to the outfield market for some grub before you get a lesson in Braves history. The Xfinity rooftop patios have just what you need, letting you get a bird's-eye view of all the action while staying comfortable and shaded under baseball's largest stadium canopy. And we can't forget to drop into one of the most well-known restaurants in any ballpark, the Coors Light Chop House. It's got 3 levels of open-air seating and plenty of good food and drink, so you can watch the Braves dominate in style and comfort. Truist is truly one of the game's premier ballpark experiences and is well worth a trip to Hotlanta.
On the mound for the Marlins, it is Yuri Perez. The 22-year-old won't turn 23 until April 15th, and last season had a 4.25 ERA. Those numbers are very deceiving because he had a really strong finish. Perez has got him 0-2. See ya.
That's the old good morning, good afternoon, and good night, and all on heaters. When you got it going, stay with it.
3-2 right there, called strike 3.
The four-seamer, which he'll throw probably over 50% of the time.
Nobody on, 2 out. The 2-2 pitch from Perez to Rumfield. Called strike 3. Look at the emotion from Yuri Perez in his season debut. Yuri got him with a fastball. He gets the approval of Sandy Alcantara. 7 innings for Perez.
Yeah, and it's really amazing when you say he's still just 22 years old.
40. Then stick around after the game for a post-game concert featuring JUL, presented by Coca-Cola. Exclusive on-field passes are on sale now with limited availability. Get your tickets at whitesox.com/concert. Join us at the ballpark Saturday, August 8th. The White Sox take on the Guardians. Come early as we honor legend Ozzie Guillen with the retirement of his iconic number 13 jersey. 15,000 fans in attendance receive an Ozzie Guillen replica jersey presented by Verve, a credit union. Come on out to the ballpark. It's a beautiful day today. If you're driving by, stop, get a ticket, and come on in because White Sox baseball is about to begin. Here's my partner with the play-by-play. Here's Len Casper.
All right, thanks, DJ. Great to have you with us this afternoon. And the White Sox have taken the field behind big right-hander Sean Burke. And our look at the White Sox uniforms, driven by Arlington Toyota. Check out their impressive lineup of Toyota vehicles today. Arlington Toyota, new owners, same people, better deals. Visit ToyotaArlington.com. Home white uniforms, black pinstripes, black numbers and letters with that silver outline for the White Sox. And the Yankees in their iconic road grays with that midnight navy main color on the caps and the numbers and letters. So Chance here for a split. The White Sox a few weeks ago went to Cleveland, lost the first 2 games, but then won the last 2, and it was a 2-2 split, but it really felt like a series win, and kind of have that vibe today. If you can get out of here with a win, it'll be a 3-4 homestand, which I guess without context would be disappointing, but considering how this homestand began and what's happening around the division, you'd gladly take it.
Yeah, so you need Sean to set the tone right here and sail through the top of the first inning and give your offense a chance to get things going and give him some run support right away. But, yeah, you need Sean Burke to continue what he's been doing, and that's be dominant.
Second time he has faced the Yankees. First time as a starter, had that fabulous bulk outing in New York in mid-June. And he will face Trent Grisham to lead things off. Our broadcast booth is brought to you by Bell Tire. If you can't find free air, free flat repair, and the lowest prices, find a Bell Tire. Grisham, a left-hand hitting center fielder, batting .213, slumping of late. And the first pitch by Burke is a high fastball, and we're off and running. 84 degrees. Officially here at first pitch. Grisham 2 for his last 38. And he takes a fastball down and in for ball 2. Now Grisham chatting with the home plate umpire Alex McKay. Maybe and we've got a challenge here. Maybe a catcher's interference? Was there a check swing involved? Whatever it is, this is going to be challenged. Didn't look like that pitch hit him. And now McKay will chat with the first base umpire, who's the crew chief, Alan Porter. Not quite sure what happened on that pitch.
Well, right now, just a slight demonstration by Grisham. It's almost like he was saying when he took his bat back before he actually became set that he made contact maybe with Caro. Maybe he was asking about that. Is that considered interference if it happens before a pitch is thrown?
Alan Porter will go over now and explain the situation to Will Venable. The bat hit the glove.
Without a swing. It was a check swing, and he made contact.
I don't know if it matters, because you could claim that the glove impeded him from swinging. That looks like catcher's interference to me.
Yeah, well, there's no doubt that if he made contact while he was in the act of moving as if he was going to swing, absolutely. Now, I don't know if that's considered like he had already caught the ball, he made contact with the glove. Nope, it was just when he was catching it. And that, the interesting part about that is Grisham, laid the bat back and kind of pushed it straight down into the catcher's mitt. But you've got to not reach way out and receive the baseball as a catcher.
So Alan Porter, after a long chat with Will Venable, will tell us.
The call on the field is a ball. New York is challenging that there was catcher's interference.
Yeah, and it can be called on a non-swing. So this will be a catcher's interference. Grisham will end up at first base.
And then it would be considered an error on the catcher.
Yep. I don't really know what the debate is. And they just showed the replay on the center field board.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. There was catcher's interference. The batter is awarded first base. New York will retain their challenge.
So the leadoff man has reached.
Not what you want to start the game with.
And here comes Ben Rice. If a batter starts to swing and then checks up but hits the mitt, that still counts.
Yeah, absolutely. I get that. I wasn't sure if the ball had already been in the catcher's mitt and then he late, just dropped the barrel down on, and if it was considered a complete play by the time the catcher was already holding the ball, but obviously he was making contact while he was just reaching out to catch the ball.
So here's Rice with Grisham aboard. And the third pitch of the game is outside on a curveball. Or I guess the second pitch. Ball one to Rice, playing first base today. The pitch. Outside on a fastball.
It's all about self-help, and you're not helping yourself with catcher's interference or bad defense or mistakes on the base pass. So right out of the gate, you need to clean this game up, work ahead in counts, and put the pressure on the Yankees.
The 2-0 is inside. Burke has yet to find the strike zone. 3-0 to Rice. They jumped on Martin last night in the first inning. He kept them down after a 4-run first. The pitch. It's a strike. Top of the zone sinker. 3-1.
Well, Rice yesterday, after a catcher's challenge from 3-0 to 3-1, he hit a double down the right field line. He's got a 3-1 count again.
And a quick toss to first. Very close. They almost picked off Grisham.
The one thing that Mune does at first base is he reaches out toward the mound where the ball is coming from to catch the ball. He doesn't let it travel toward the base runner at all. He catches it and has to swing the glove a long way for a tag.
The pitch. Hammered but fouled, a right out of play. And I guess the second pitch of that at bat that was a catcher's interference, that pitch does count. So it was a 2-pitch at bat for Grisham. 3-2 the count on Rice. The pitch. Outside and high on a curve, and the Yankees have 2 on with nobody out to start the game on a catcher's interference and a walk. And walks have not been a problem for Burke here the last several weeks.
Yeah, you look at his month of July, 35 strikeouts in July, 2 walks.
And over his last 7 appearances, 57 strikeouts, 7 walks. So basically, according to that should be it, right? 1 walk and enough. Dominguez takes high.
Yeah, you'd think that if you're looking at how things are going. But you can see Sean Burke's not settled in really well. He wants his catcher to come out and have a conversation right now.
Yeah, he definitely called Caro out, as you mentioned. If the Sox win today's game, Walner Law will make a donation to the Greater Chicago Food Depository. Walner Law handles the toughest car accident cases in Chicago. Call 312-8-million. Walner Law, win with Walner.
Well, hopefully that was instructive. And now pitcher and catcher can get in tune and find the strike zone together.
Dominguez playing right. He's a switch hitter batting left. 2 on, nobody out, the 1-0. Fouled in the air off third and into the seats. Dominguez, 4 hits, 4 runs so far in this series. A 1-1. Good strike, a fastball, knee high. 1-2.
A good sign, right? A Sean Burke led meeting with his catcher, and right after that, he throws 2 strikes.
Look at second, now the 1-2. And he bounced one, and Dominguez held on a check swing as Caro got in front of a curveball. And the count now 2 apiece, with Paul Goldschmidt, the DH, on deck. Grichuk, Pereira, Montgomery, left, center, right in the outfield. Different look on the infield today. Colson playing third with Acuna at short. You've got Mydroth and Murakami over on the right side. Way wide on a sinker. 3-2 to Dominguez. Caro catching, Burke pitching.
In a perfect world, you roll up the double play right here, but you got to turn it quick because he gets down the line.
The stretch and the 3-2 to Dominguez. Swing and a miss. Strike three on a cutter. Big first out.
On the last few pitches with a little more authority and trust.
That K brought to you by Circle K. Stop by Circle K. For your game day snacks and drinks, download the Circle K app to save. The batter is Paul Goldschmidt. Three hits, 3 walks so far in the series, and he swings and misses on a slider. Goldschmidt's 38. This is his third major league team. 8 years in Arizona, 6 with the Cardinals. Season number 2 with the Yankees. And he takes down and away. Former MVP, 5 Silver Slugger Awards, 4 Gold Gloves, 7 times an All-Star. Last time he was an All-Star was the 22 season with St. Louis. He waits on a 1-1. And cuts and misses on a high sinker. That's the best fastball so far from Burke at 97.
Yeah, he threw it in a great location and got a great result. Can you finish the task here of getting the mini accolade power hitting first baseman for the Yankees?
Swing and a miss. Strike three.
Basically the same pitch.
So 2 down. Not out of it yet. Spencer Jones coming to bat, and he came up with 2 on in the first last night and homered off Davis Martin. By the way, talking with Davis after he got through 6 innings, he really felt like that was one of his better starts of the year. Able to recover after that tough first inning. Jones, big swing, and he fouls off.
No, I mean, we couldn't argue that. Sure, he had the run of 4 straight batters that cost him. Other than that, he just shut him down.
I think it's even more difficult to go 5 shutout after you give up all those runs early.
Yep.
0-1, curve strike right on the outside corner. 0-2 to Jones. They haven't put a ball in play yet.
Now let's keep it that way, especially when you're so far ahead of the power hitter 0-2.
2 on, 2 out, first inning. The pitch. Popped in the air, shallow left. Sun's an issue here, and Acuna cuts across, makes a catch just in fair territory, and ends up running into foul ground, and his sunglasses on. Nicely done.
I'm going to go check out Food Truck Row. So, what did you guys get today?
Philly cheesesteaks.
Both of you got the same thing. Are they that good?
Oh, yeah.
Got a hot dog and some fries.
Just kind of basic ballpark.
Chicken bacon sandwich.
Uh-huh.
Philly cheesesteak.
Okay.
And some...
Crinkle cut fries.
Okay, where are you guys from?
We're from Dallas.
Dallas. That's what's fun about baseball. It brings different regions together, not just the ball and glove and bat, but what we're eating.
The first thing people realize is the history of Montgomery, and that history is real. So while that history is in the past, it also helps us move forward in a positive way.
Just like a lot of other of the 120 minor league teams, the baseball is not what we do, right? The Tampa Bay Rays do a phenomenal job of sending amazing athletes here, and we let them handle the baseball, and we handle everything outside the line.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
deal. Your choice of a hot dog or taquito, plus a Polar Pop or a 7.5-ounce Coca-Cola product. All $2.50. This summer, swing by America's Party Stop. Circle K makes your day. Offer valid at participating locations. See CircleK.com for details.
Line shot deep left, a home run.
Hey, it's Miguel Vargas.
Miguel Vargas. That baby got out of here in a jiffy.
This is the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
Nothing. Bottom one. Left-hander Ryan Weathers, son of former Major League pitcher David Weathers, 26 years old, 6'1", 230 pounds. Pitched well against the White Sox in New York in June. And he faces Chase Maedroth, and Chase swings and misses on a sinker at 91. Weathers got a no decision on the 18th of June. 6 1/3, 3 hits, 1 run. Swing and a miss on another sinker. That one at 93.
That ball's just disappearing down in the way against Maedroth, who's lunging across the plate to try and hit it.
Yeah, it's almost like he's swinging at a changeup.
Yes.
But it's a fastball. 0-2 is a changeup, and it's low.
It just lets you know how much movement is on the sinker when a guy's lunging at it, like it, as you said, a changeup. Got to jam yourself to stay on that pitch.
Chase batting .275, and he chops one to third. Surrounded by McMahon, and a high throw on the move, and Chase is safe. Rice came up and off the bag. He applied the tag on Maedroth, but Alan Porter said Maedroth got in.
Yeah, he pointed when the tag happened, but then he indicated that he was safe because he must have had a replay in his mind that the tag was there, but it was late.
And Alan Porter, I think, was expecting a challenge.
Yes.
Did you see his body language? He was
absolutely
already walking toward home plate.
New York is challenging the safe call at first base.
Well, I like what Porter did. He pointed as if to say you tagged him, but then he said, but safe, because you didn't get it in time. So that's one of those plays that they're going to have to freeze frame it because it's very close on if he tagged him while his foot was on the bag.
So the Yankees have already lodged 2 challenges. They got that catcher's interference call on the top of the inning.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. The runner was tagged in the helmet prior to his foot touching the base. New York will retain their challenge.
So it is a 5-3 putout.
It's a play that he was supposed to be out no matter what. With a good throw, he's out automatically. McMahon kind of grab, jump, and throw off balance was high.
So 1 away. Here's Munetaka Murakami with the dramatic game-tying home run. 1 pitch after the Antonacci blast in the 8th inning last night. And he takes a knee-buckling sweeper. It's a strike. Murakami with a couple of home runs on this homestand. The 0-1 is a strike on another sweeper. He's hit in 6 straight. He's got a 15-game on-base string, all coming since he came off the injured list. That has included a lot of walks, that on-base streak. He's batting just .241 during the streak, but a .388 on base. Sweeper is way outside.
Boy, it really looks like Weathers' plan of attack. We saw it with Maedroth. Sinker, 1 changeup, but sweeper so far to this batter.
The motion and the pitch. Sweeper low and outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the first, no score. Yankees threatened with 2 on, nobody out in the top of the inning, but could not get a run. 2-2 is low on a slider. Grisham playing very deep out in center. And shaded slightly toward left center. The 3-2 coming. And that one poked out into left for a base hit. Just a soft line drive single for Murakami.
He hit it as hard as he took the swing at it. Very soft. Just stay alive, punchy the other direction. Very nice.
So now a 16-game on-base streak, and that will bring up the DH, Miguel Vargas.
Saw the reaction of Weathers when that landed, because Jones in left did not take off as if he was ever going to have a chance to play it. So he kind of jogged, played it on a hop as if it was hit off the bat.
Vargas swings and grounds softly foul toward the third base dugout. He's batting .242 with 22 home runs. So Murakami with 23, Vargas 22, Montgomery leads the team with 24. He's in the hole at the moment. Slider is too low, 1-1.
As a hitter, you kind of got to get past the quick, herky-jerky movements of the delivery of Weathers. And just know that once he lets go of the ball, it's like any other pitcher's ball. It's breaking, it's sinking, it's not doing anything magical.
1-1, change up. Strike called, borderline, low outside edge, 1-2.
Magic happens over in the White Sox dugout with the Harry Potter wand. That's where the magic happens.
Right. One-two is inside on a sweeper. 2-2 on Vargas. Murakami with a decent lead at first base. No threat to run. 2-2 coming. And a foul right at home plate off the catcher.
Hey fans, the 27 schedule's out. Secure your spot with a 27 ticket plan today. Be here for all the biggest matchups, including Cubs, Yankees, and opening day Thursday, August 1st against the Brewers. Plus, exciting new promotions. View the full schedule and visit whitesox.com/2027 and get your ticket plan.
Ball 2, strike 2 to Vargas. Weathers, a Tennessee native from Laredo. And the pitch is outside on a changeup.
One of the things you have to do as a hitter against guys like this. It's easy to say, I know what he's going to do. He's going to throw me sinkers away, changeups away, off the outside edge, and put your vision out there in that zone and chase his pitches. You need to not do that because it's easy to give in to what he's doing.
3-2, sinker called strike 3. Near the inside corner, it was a strike. Vargas tried to sell it by moving his hands out of the way, but he's out for looking.
Exactly what I was talking about is when you get your vision out and away, which is easy to do because that's where he's working, and that little sinker inside corner just freezes you. There's nothing you can do because it's completely the opposite area of where you were looking. So if you can look down the middle, you have a chance.
So with 2 outs, the batter is Grichuk. And a sweeper is over for a strike. Had some time with the Yankees early this season. Played in 16 games, hit 194. He's been way better with the White Sox. This is his 57th game with the Sox. And he takes a low changeup. OPS with the Sox of 847. And a lot of that is the slug component. He is slugging .553. A 1-1. Outside on a change. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, he's been, keeping his head above water. Grichuk hasn't had that power swing working for him lately like he did when he first joined the club. But, with one swing, he can find it quickly.
Weathers on a 2-1. And a swing and a bouncer foul in and out of the White Sox dugout. 2-2 on Grichuk. Murakami's at first with 2 outs. He singled with 1 away. A little breeze blowing in from left center. And it looks like maybe also out toward right as Grichuk pulls a foul into the 300 level. Ball 2, strike 2 to Grichuk. Chisholm at second, shaded toward the middle. The pitch. Grounded to the hole at short, and it kicks off the glove of Volpe. Murakami's going to end up at third. Grichuk's going to have a double. That ball took a weird hop on Volpe and deflected almost into foul territory as the left fielder Jones had to go get it.
Yeah, he knocked it away from his left fielder, which turned that into extra bases. It was a sliding backhand effort in the short left field grass, and it just ate him alive, like it had top spin and got there quicker than he anticipated. Couldn't get the glove in the right spot.
12th double for Grichuk. Second and third for Colson with 2 outs. That double sponsored by Tito's Handmade Vodka, America's favorite vodka for a reason. Distilled and bottled by Fifth Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. The pitch outside on a sweeper. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
When Colson's at his best, giving himself his best chance against a pitcher like this, he's got to be thinking left center field. Stay on the ball.
Weathers on a 1-0. It's inside on a front door sweeper.
And it's not just me saying that, making an observation. It's exactly what Colson wants for himself. It's what the hitting instructors want for him. It's a hard thing to just constantly think that way and execute, but it is the right approach.
The set, the 2-0. And it's high and outside. Ball 3. Pereira is the on-deck man. Weathers has had a mixed bag in July. A couple of good ones, a couple of subpar outings. 3-0 swing, and there's a chopper over to the first baseman Rice. He'll pick it up and get it to the pitcher at the bag. So both starters getting out of some trouble as the White Sox strand a pair.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Hard hit ball. Creedy gets up but can't come down with it. Casey didn't know. He didn't catch it. The throw by Ozuna. Got it! Oh, yes! Sean Casey obviously thought Joe Creedy caught that baseball.
Now he recognizes his mistake. A 5-7-3 put out. It's the first time I've ever seen it.
Heaviest control problems. Visit northshore.com.
Wild first inning, no runs, but some traffic. And Burke will face Jazz Chisholm Jr. here on the top of inning number 2. Chisholm 3 for 12, a double, a walk, couple of RBIs, 3 steals in the series, and some very good defense. He now has 30 stolen bases. He and Bobby Witt Jr., the only 2 players in baseball with at least 30 each of the last 3 seasons. He lines foul, first base side.
Well, he had set some lofty goals for himself going into this season, saying he wanted to be a 50-50 man. He's possibly going to get there in the stolen bases, obviously not in the power department.
He's got 16 home runs, and he swings and fouls behind home plate.
Well, I can say, watching him steal second last night, the way he did it, makes me think he could do it anytime he wants. He's putting on his sliding glove, kind of just not even paying attention, walking, and then he just took off when the pitcher moved and stole at the base, no problem.
Fouled. Still 0-2 on Chisholm. I mentioned the Yankees will stay in town to play the Cubs. Got a kick out of Aaron Boone's comment. Well, I'm kind of with him on this, and I think it's kind of funny. The pitch bounces on a curveball, 1-2. And he said, I'm using the drawers in my hotel room. and why is it that a 6 or 7 night stay you'll use the drawers, but not for a 3 or 4 night?
I don't know.
But I'm kind of with him on that.
I think it's crazy. I used the drawers one time during my playing career, and then I forgot all my clothes in that drawer.
The pitch bounced and almost hit Chisholm after it hit the dirt on a curve, 2-2.
Yeah, I got to the next city and I went, where are my shirts? I'm like, oh, crikey. Yeah, they're in Pittsburgh. Never did it again. I live out of the suitcase.
I think the key is you put all of your clothes in the drawers, because then you know you have to pack them. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 on a low cutter, right? If you do half and half, you're going to forget everything.
Yeah. Well, what I do actually when I get in, first thing is I hang everything up in the closet, and I'm good to go. I know that's the only spot I need to go back to.
Here's Anthony Volpe. The shortstop batting 7th. Takes a strike.
You got a thought for me on
Nope, I do not.
Me hanging clothes in the closet?
Nope.
You had to look. People didn't get to see it. You know, we got a camera here, but I don't think it caught the look.
Keep my thoughts to myself on this one.
Okay.
Swing and a miss on a sinker at 95. 0-2 on the New York native. Volpe went to Del Barton School in Morristown, New Jersey. 25 years old. 30th overall pick in the 2019 draft by the Yankees. And he takes a called strike 3 on the outside corner, and he's not happy about it.
I get a kick out of that, though, right? When you have challenges and you show such emotion, like, no, that's not a strike, and yet you don't challenge it. And it's like, no, you can't do that. You can't show the umpire like you don't agree with him and not challenge it. You just walk away and accept it, or you say, no, I don't agree, I'm challenging.
Back-to-back Ks. Here's McMahon. And he takes a strike.
Well, we can say this, since Berkey called out his catcher, he's been pounding the strike zone.
McMahon homered off Burke on the 18th of June in New York. Swing and a miss. Fastball at 98, 0-2.
Burke's got a little body language working out there as if to say, yeah. You don't want none of this. Big man working.
The 0-2 coming. And it's high and outside. Yeah, kind of giving off the vibe of another Massachusetts right-hander, Cam Schlittler.
Yes.
Boy, was he impressive last night.
That indeed.
A pitch. Swing and a miss on a curve. He just struck out the side. He's got 5 Ks. And after an inning and a half, Yankees nothing, Sox nothing on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
Hey guys, it's Carmen. You know, when it comes to making a big decision, I believe in doing your homework and working with people you trust. That's exactly what you
How does one of baseball's most celebrated plays connect to one of baseball's most notorious curses? Through a cross-country move, an earthquake, and the Man of Steel? Find out on Hall of Fame Connections.
It was a defensive play so iconic that we simply call it the catch.
This is the glove Willie Mays had when he made that catch. This is great.
But let me touch it for a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oakland pitcher Dave Stewart was named the World Series MVP.
It really comes from like the kings of Siam would give their courtiers white elephants, which were sacred animals, and they'd be too expensive again to maintain, would put them into financial ruin.
They need to know this story. That's amazing.
Nobody could steal a base like Ricky.
I'm the greatest of all time. Thank you.
So imagine making steals in these, though.
So these are Ty Cobb's
And these
cleats.
are Ty Cobb's.
So what I want to know is, were they ever swabbed for the DNA of opposing pitchers?
Roberts is no stranger to stolen bases himself.
That's what makes it special, is that everybody knew he was going to steal.
Roberts is going. Safe.
You know what they say? One great play deserves another. Catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv and discover your own connections to the game at baseballhall.org.
The home second, facing Ryan Weathers, 0-0. Pereira recently on the injured list for the third time this season. And he takes a low sinker at 93. I haven't talked to him about it, but this third issue, probably the scariest because it was a concussion. Sweep or strike, and then you've got to go through all the tests to be cleared to come back. 1-1. He takes outside on a changeup. I don't know if you were ever diagnosed with a concussion, and I know when you played that was not as top of mind as it is now.
No, I wasn't. I know I was concussed probably throughout my whole life, but no.
The 2-1 is fouled.
Remember the days when playing Pop Warner football, the best thing the coaches ever had you do was run as fast as you could as kids and go head-to-head tackling each other. You'd see stars and birdies going around in a circle, and you go, all right, let's make the next tackle.
Pereira takes a called third on a slider and an emotional challenge, and this looked like it was basically down the middle. I could be wrong.
I doubt it.
And yeah, I mean, that is as strike-ish a pitch as you're going to find. I mean, it's just above the knees, but well inside the box all the way around, and that is strike three.
Yeah, there'll be no attaboys over in the dugout on that miss. What it is, when you do that, when you challenge a pitch that's so obviously a strike, your vision was so far out in front of the plate, you never watched the pitch completely come to the plate. So you didn't see where it actually crossed because you weren't looking there.
Here's Braden Montgomery, batting right-handed. He takes a strike on a sweeper. He's got a 900 OPS over his last 13 games. And he takes outside on a changeup. Season average 250. 3 homers, 20 RBIs for the rookie. Waits on a 1-1 from Weathers. And he swings, and it's a one bouncer to the shortstop, Volpe. Good, strong throw to Rice. 2 away.
Hey, grab your friends and head to the park for Miller Lite Baseball and Brews. Get a ticket and 2 beers starting at just $24. You must be 21 years of age and over with a valid ID.
Luis Angel Acuna will bat for the first time. He's playing shortstop, batting 8th. And takes outside. Hitting 245. But a lot of the work has been done here over the last month or so after a very slow start. 2 for 10 on the homestand. And he hits a bouncer up the middle. It'll be the shortstop Volpe to make the play to first. Both starters struggling in the first, but working a 1-2-3 second.
Hey, Chicago, what do you say? Let's take a road trip to Wrigley Field today. Home of the Chicago Cubs since 1916, Wrigley Field is the second oldest ballpark in the majors, just behind Boston's Fenway Park. Hop off the L in the heart of Wrigleyville and take in the unique buzz of the neighborhood. On the corner of Clark and Addison, the iconic red marquee sign welcomes fans into the friendly confines. Once inside, direct your attention to the manually operated scoreboard that sits 60 feet above center field. Lush green ivy covers the brick outfield walls, and just beyond the bleachers, Wrigley rooftops provide an unrivaled view of the game. When at Wrigley, you have to get a Chicago dog. With everything, of course. The chicken tinga torta or chicken and churros are great options too. Find your seat in the bleachers and embrace the rowdiness. Sing along to Take Me Out to the Ball Game. And don't forget to root, root, root for the Cubbies. Wrigley Field, an unforgettable experience.
One more look at that ball that just barely reached the screen. Oh boy, security guard there. Oh yeah, right off the noggin.
He's all right.
Didn't flinch.
And Lofton was not expecting it, and certainly not expecting it to take the throw there.
2 outs.
He threw it in the stands. He threw the ball in the stands. He thought it was 3 outs. Wow.
That's a mistake that I promise you will not happen again from Cooper Ingle.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
ESPN Chicago.
Austin Wells leads off the third. 0-0. Yankees trying to take 3 of 4. Sox looking for a split. Last 2 nights, 1-run finishes. Wells, a left-hand batter, without a hit so far in the series. And he hits a foul pop-up that'll get back into the seats. He missed time in June with cervical headaches. That doesn't sound like much fun. Sean Burke on an 0-1. Curveball strike. Noah Cameron has no-hit the Twins through 5 innings in Minnesota. The Royals lead that game 3-0. And I don't know if you saw, Byron Buxton is back on the injured list.
I did not see that, but it is pretty regular for him every year.
Fastball is inside. It's a right hip impingement.
I think, you got a guy like Buxton that's about as lean as anybody in baseball, and I don't know. Those muscles get strained pretty easily.
1-2. Inside, and Caro thinks it's strike 3.
The catcher is challenging.
And ABS says it is a ball, so the White Sox lose their final challenge.
Chicago has exhausted their allotment of challenges for the day.
It's early, but it is what it is. You don't worry about it for the rest of the day. Just go win the ball game.
Two and two. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 4 straight punch-outs for Burke.
It's funny because when you keep an eye on the interaction after a catcher quickly says, "Oh, I'm challenging that," Burke was looking in almost at that moment as if to say, no, that one, no. Like he knew it just missed, but the catcher didn't. Usually it's the other way around. The catcher knows and the pitcher doesn't.
Yep. Grisham pops it up. Third base side, foul territory. Colson's over near the netting, and it's out of play. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network. 1 strike to Grisham. Swing and a miss, up and in on a fastball, and he couldn't catch up to it. Steinhoffels is a proud partner of the White Sox this season. Every time they turn a double play here at home, Steinhoffels donates $200 to Special Spaces to help create dream bedrooms for children battling cancer. Grisham batting with sunglasses on, but no batting gloves. And he takes a low slider. He's got guard on his right shin / ankle. He's got some padding on the right elbow. Nothing on the hands, though. And takes a high fastball.
Worked hard since childhood to build up those calluses to hold the bat and not worry about it. So, he doesn't need gloves.
The 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, 5 straight strikeouts for Burke. He has fanned 7 of the first 10 batters in this game.
Yeah, he struck him out frequently when he faced him earlier this year. He had 8 strikeouts over 7+ innings, so not unusual. It's just a nice run he's on right now. They'll usually make an adjustment just to make contact when they're striking out so frequently.
2 outs, nobody on. Ben Rice hits a high, deep drive to center. Pereira's back to the warning track and now has to come in, make the catch right in front of the dirt. So that string of strikeouts comes to an end, but the Yankees go.
Line drive down the right field line. It's going to drop and score 2. Keith is home. Green right behind him. Torque over to third. Throw to second. Not in time. Kevin McGonigal, first major league at bat, is a 2-run double, and the Tigers take a 3-0 lead in the first.
Welcome to the big leagues, Kevin McGonigal.
6th pitch of the at bat. Down the right field line in the corner. Off the top of the wall. Another extra base hit for McGonigal. Throw to second. Not in time. First 2 major league at bats. 2 doubles for Kevin McGonigal. How about Kevin McGonigal?
Boy, showing how quick he is on those inside pitches.
He's already at 60 in the 3rd. Works the count even. Cues it off the end of the bat. That's going to be a tough play for Bogarts, and not in time.
I don't know if it's surprised is the right word, because McGonigal runs well, but he gets down that line really quick.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the ultimate mystery player challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Store brands. When all else fails, try North Shore Adult Diapers for even the heaviest control problems. Visit NorthShore.com.
Here's Edgar Caro, the hero last night. 2nd walk-off hit of the year. He's batting 9th today. Bottom of the 3rd, 0-0. Ryan Weathers' first pitch is chopped foul to 3rd. A little soft single to center field. Scored Tristan Peters in the 12th inning to send Sox fans home happy last night. 0-1 is bounced to the shortstop. Volpe's had a busy start to this game, and he slings to first, 1 away. This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Chicago White Sox. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. Plus, the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago White Sox. Here's Mydroth. First pitch by the lefty is high. Weathers has an old school delivery, but he pulls his hands over his head and then back toward his chest before he really starts the rest of his windup. A little hesitation in the middle of that delivery. Changeup is inside. It's got almost a Tarek Skubal-like leg kick. Not quite as high, but
he's got
somewhat reminiscent.
A lot going on. You're not kidding.
Sinker strike, 2-1.
I mean, it's like 3 stages of the delivery. Starts, pauses, finishes.
Chase takes inside on a sinker. Carlos Rodon is on the injured list with elbow inflammation. Clark Schmidt coming back from surgery. Sinker is outside, and that is ball 4. Meidroth takes a 1-out pre-pass ahead of Murakami. What's interesting about the Yankees, they might need a bat more than a pitcher.
You're not wrong.
Right?
Well, they have pitching. We saw that, including Weathers, who really pitched well against us earlier this year. But, I mean, they have pitching. That's not a concern.
Murakami takes outside. It makes you wonder, and this happened with the Red Sox, if the Yankees might be involved at some point in a major league pitcher for a major league position player.
I can see it.
Right? You had the early Meade 1-for-1 swap with the Nationals. Slider strike. Typically, it's major league player for a prospect. And teams typically in this position don't like to weaken their pitching staff at this level. They can help it when they add. Murakami fouls. 1-2.
Of all the teams in the game that need to be very cautious when they decide to make that move, make a trade, they've got to make sure they get a guy that can handle the pressure of being a Yankee. That's important. You don't just go, hey, this guy's a great player, let's go get him. What's his makeup? Is he from Backroads, Kansas? Is he someone that doesn't like the bright lights of the big city? He's playing in Colorado.
Right. Fastball is outside.
Everybody that always wonders, like, well, why is this guy was great? Why isn't he? Well, you don't know anything about this guy's personal life, what he thinks, how he feels, and when he gets to a new location, it might actually affect him.
I do wonder, though, the 2-2, and this one golf foul by Murakami off to the left out of play. With the way social media and just media in general is now, maybe it's a little less imbalanced as it used to be, because it used to be that New York was way different than every place else because of the spotlight.
Yep.
Weathers has a very good pickoff move, and he fires over to first, and Meidroth is back. I do think there still is extra pressure in some of the bigger markets, but, you know, every team is pretty widely covered these days. And if you make any sort of, quote, mistake, it'll be all over the place quickly. Fastball is high. 3-2.
Well, not just, you know, playing for the Yankees, New York City. Think about it. You got a wife. You got 2 small children. You go from having a 3-acre nice spread in the country of the small town you're playing in to having to live downtown Manhattan with your family. That might affect everything.
Sure. Swing and a miss. Murakami strikes out. Third strikeout for Weathers. 2 gone, and that'll bring up Vargas.
I went from having a view of the ocean in San Diego. The next year, I was trying to find a place in Long Island in New York because Manhattan wasn't an option. I'm like, I don't want to be in Manhattan. Come on, what are we doing here?
Meidroth at first with 2 away in the third, and a swing and a high pop fly. Shallow left. It'll be the shortstop Volpe, and he makes the catch. Off to the 4th. Still 0-0. Yankees and White Sox on the Hard Rock. Fly ball into shallow left. Diving catch, Randall Grichuk.
Well, that's a great play, but you could tell the whole time that he was running toward that ball, he knew it was going to take a dive.
Going back on a Waldschmidt, still going back on the warning track. He leaps and makes the catch. Crashing face first into the fence. What a grab by Ryan Waldschmidt for the second out.
And McKinstry digs one out to the gap in right center field.
Yes,
Cowser takes it away.
Oh, the milkman.
Holy Cowser.
Forget that. Lindor puts the icing on the cake with a long 3-run homer. His second home run of the night. A 6 RBI game for Lindor.
Base hit! Hits that losing streak goodbye. And good night. Griffin Conine walks it off. And the Marlins score 3 in the ninth to win it.
Baldwin has been the impact player today offensively for the Braves, and now he hits one high in the air to left center field. Clark surveying. He leaps. He got it. Denzel Clark, his first home run robbery of the year, comes in Atlanta. That's why he's out there. A Superman catch from Clark.
And he tracks it the entire way. Times his leap like he's been playing center field here at Truist Park for 10 years.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Top 4. Still 0-0. Sean Burke has been excellent once again, facing Jason Dominguez. And a swing and a hard ground ball foul, first base side. The Rays beat Texas 3-2. So they're 20 games over at 64-44. They got a run in the 8th to win it. It was a Cedric Mullins home run to the opposite way. Change up, strike. So let's see what Tampa Bay has done here at home. They're 40-16 at the Trop. The pitch is high and outside. That's the White Sox next destination tomorrow night.
They're a good team. I mean, when you think about how they're built and how they're balanced, they're about as well-rounded as any team in the game, if not, well, the best team in baseball. They got power. They got good hitting. They got great pitching.
1-2, just missed the outside corner. Can't really say Burke was shaky to start the game, but he did miss on his first, 5 or 6 pitches.
Yep.
But then he got locked in. Swing and a miss. Dominguez is his 8th strikeout victim.
He called his catcher out after a catcher's interference, a walk, and then he fell behind the number 3 hitter, and he said, come out here for a minute. They had a nice little confab, and next thing you know, he's throwing nothing but strikes.
The batter is Paul Goldschmidt. Swing and a miss. Goldschmidt's stance looks the same as always, but it's the bat position that has changed. There was a while there where the barrel of the bat he would have almost pointing down.
Yes.
Behind that back shoulder. Not anymore. And he hits a pop-up behind home plate. Caro back, and it's into the seats.
Well, as hitters, as you know, gaining experience or your age or whatever it is, you're always trying to find a better way to be successful. You know, you don't know what it's going to take to get the job done, but you better adjust, figure it out, or you're not going to have a job as a hitter anymore.
I think Goldschmidt just looked at the clock and realized I better get in the box. 0-2 is fouled. That's another adjustment, maybe a bigger one for a veteran player the last few seasons with the pitch timer. Yes. A little easier for younger guys who dealt with the clock in the minor leagues. The 0-2. Foul tip, strike 3. That gives Burke 9 strikeouts, and we're only in the 4th inning.
His career high is 11, so he is closing in on that quickly. Fastball's been a lethal weapon as this game's moving on.
2 down, the batter is Spencer Jones. And the 11 came in Cleveland over 6 innings earlier this month. First pitch to the lefty Jones is high on a curveball. Talked about Schlittler earlier, chatting with a couple of White Sox pitchers before the game. And one commented, "Can you imagine in the NL a few years ago, called strike, having to face that guy?" The pitchers don't bat anymore, but just their thought of having to face Cam Schlittler, I'm sure if a Yankee had to face Sean Burke today, would be a lot of fun.
Well,
you don't have to worry about that anymore.
And if you're a right-handed hitting pitcher, you kind of just lean back and stay out of the way of the pitches.
1-1 is lined softly off the net in right. Foul, 1-2.
Saw a highlight of Randy Johnson, later part of his career, where he just messed with a left-handed batter. He literally hands over his head, turn, kick, and short stride, Ephus curveball. Just lobbed it up there, and it was called a strike. And I'm like, and the batter stood there looking around like, what just happened?
1-2 is fouled.
What I liked about that is what I talk to you about all the time. Why not? Why not? If things aren't going well, somebody's on everything that you own. They're fouling off your slider, fouling off your fastball. Have that just because they're never going to take a good swing at it. If they hit it, you go, so what? They were on everything else anyway.
Right. The 1-2 coming. Fastball off the outside. Framed well by Carroll, but it was a good 2-3 inches off the plate. Before the universal DH, the offensive numbers were better in the American League on an annual basis because of that dead spot in the NL lineup. No longer the case. Fastball is outside. 3-2 on Jones.
Yeah, good point. It used to be kind of in the National League. You had the 8 and 9 spots. You had 2 batters in your lineup that were sure weaknesses. Not many people had good number 8 hitters.
Right. 3-2. Swing and a base hit. Line drive into right. Spencer Jones with a 2-out single. That's the first base hit for the Yankees. Third time they've reached. And the batter is Jazz Chisholm Jr. 4th inning, 0-0.
Now, let's hope there's not a noticeable drop off in the velocity out of the stretch.
Jazz struck out in his first at bat. Burke's going to throw over. Jones headlong back into the bag.
Yeah, situation calls for him. Maybe if you don't check on him, he sneaks a bag. Had one last night.
The pitch. And it's high.
And there was a drop off in velocity on the 4-seamer. It was 94.
Set by the right-hander Burke. The 1-0 pitch with Jones running, swing and a miss. And Caro didn't have a good grip, so he decided not to throw. It's a stolen base.
Now that swing and a miss that made Caro have to stay back and wait for the ball to come to him. And it was a breaking ball down and in. So there was really nothing. And also, Chisholm had the bat right in his way, kind of waving in his face when he was getting ready to throw as a follow-through on the swing.
There's some catchers who would have tried to buy interference there. Thrown right through that bat.
The hard part is if you throw through that bat and your hand hits that bat when you throw, you might be on the way to the dugout because you just smashed your fingers.
The 1-1. It's a strike on a curve that might have been high as Chisholm actually showed bunt. And he's going to challenge this call, and I think it'll get overturned.
Umpire might have been distracted with the bunt.
That's Alex McKay back at the plate today.
And that was about 4 or 5 inches high at least. Yeah, I think with him squaring around and showing bunt as an umpire, maybe you just get distracted with all that movement. Forget to actually watch the pitch.
Runner at second, 2 gone, the 2-1 to Chisholm. He hits a bouncer foul by about a foot to first base.
And the ultimate goal of an MLB fan, seeing it all. The MLB Journey to 30 sweepstakes presented by T-Mobile is the ultimate bucket list. Enter now for your chance to win trips to all 30 ballparks. Yes, all 30. MLB.com/journey to 30 sweeps.
The Yankees have a runner at second base, 2 outs, top 4. Beautiful day here at the ballpark, wrapping up this homestand. 2-2, Chisholm takes outside. Volpe on deck.
Got to get Chisholm right here. When you have 2 strikes on him, go get him. He's not been a dangerous hitter with men in scoring position this year anyway, so pitch to him like it doesn't matter.
The payoff. Outside, ball 4. A 2-out rally, and Zach Bove will make a mound visit before Volpe bats. White Sox looking for an advantage today, brought to you by Advantage Dealer Group. Find your next Chevy, Acura, Toyota, and now Cadillac, Buick, GMC. Find your advantage at Advantage Dealer Group. Anthony Volpe with a go-ahead sacrifice fly in the 11th last night. In the pinch, the Yankees felt pretty good at that point. But then that big throwing error by the catcher Ali Sanchez in the bottom of the 11th with 2 outs tied the game.
Oh, yeah, that was a stocking stuffer right there. Those things you reach down in and pull out and say, oh, that's a nice gift right here.
Ryan McMahon commented after the game they really felt that they would have had a play on Murakami. And he was getting a little too far off the bag at third. But they didn't execute it. Called strike on a slider to Volpe.
Yeah, I mean, no one's ever going to convince a manager of why you would do that with 2 outs with a 1-run lead, and you just have to get the batter.
The 0-1 fouled. I think Aaron Boone's comment was basically, we're playing the game, so you can't ever say you can't make a play like that, but the phrase he used was, we have to play catch better.
Yeah, that's very politically correct and kind of him. In the end, he probably was over in the dugout like me going, why? Which made, again, no sense. But as a manager, you're not going to come out and bury your players.
0-2. He got him looking on a curve, and he's going to challenge it. It was up, and it was out near the outside edge. The question is, did it catch any of the strike zone? And it did. And Volpe is out.
New York has 1 remaining challenge.
And Sean Burke has 10 strikeouts through 4 innings. Bottom of the 4th. Still 0-0 on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
What?
Well, when we moved downtown San Diego from Qualcomm to Petco Ballpark, new uniforms were on the way, and this is the Padre home white. This jersey is from 2007, which was a career year for myself, winning a Cy Young. There's some different memories that stand out. One in this uniform against the Braves where I struck out a Padre record 16, wearing this jersey trying to make the Padre and the Friar faithful proud.
Jack Leiter making his season debut.
He's 148K, second among all AL rookies.
Jets 2-2, and a swing and a miss. There's his first strikeout of the season. He gets Mayo for the second out of the inning. To be the way to pitch, here's the 3-2. And that's right in there. Alonso just frozen.
Sinking fastball from Leiter. He retires the side in order for the first time tonight.
Big over-the-top windup, and the 1-2 pitch, he struck him out swinging with a cutter at 94. Nice assortment of pitches there from Jack Leiter. And that new pitch, the cutter, strikes out Adley Rutschman. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Great screwball action, a changeup at 92. So Leiter making use of a couple of pitches he didn't even have 2 years ago when he made his major league debut.
It's 2-2 and a swing and a miss. Got him chasing a curveball, and Leiter, I don't know that he loved where that one ended up, but he got the job done.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Bottom four. Still no runs in this game. Grichuk against Weathers. And he almost got hit somehow. Contorted his body and got out of the way of an inside sweeper. He doubled with 2 outs in the first inning. 1-0 coming. Swing and a miss on a low changeup.
I'd really love to see him connect again. I mean, he's such a strong hitter. When he connects, it sounds beautiful. They go far. And it puts the White Sox ahead if he does.
1-1. Line foul off the netting. Weathers acquired by the Yankees from the Marlins over the winter. Very scary moment last year pitching for the Marlins at Tampa Bay. Got hit in the head by a throw from his catcher. The pitch is high to second base. Weathers had taken his final warm-up toss in the first inning. He got drilled by Nick Fortes. He ended up pitching 3 innings after that incident. And had a real tough year health-wise, fouled off. Was on the IL twice, made only 8 starts, making his 21st start for the Yankees this season.
Well, against the White Sox, he looks like a world beater. He's got lots of movement.
2-2 is low. And a full count on Grichuk with Colson Montgomery looming on deck. The pitch. Low, ball 4. Leadoff walk. First time the leadoff man has been on for the White Sox. They don't have a nickname listed on his baseball reference page. But I wonder if Ryan goes by his dad's nickname, which was Stormy.
Well, you know, it's kind of natural that players are going to just call you if your last name's Weathers, yes. Stormy. It's a thing. I don't think they know about the song or anything like that, but still.
His dad had a real good sinker, right-hander, sweeper strike. David pitched 19 years in the major leagues.
Yeah,
nearly 1,000 appearances.
We were in Milwaukee together.
0-1, and that's fouled off the catcher Wells.
You, Weathers, me. We're all there at the same time.
Yeah. He called a lot of his games near the end of his career, which
down in Florida
finished in 2009. Well, yeah, he was in the NL with the Cubs and the Mets and Houston and Cincinnati and a little time with Florida, yes. But if you played a team David Weathers pitched for, he would appear two times out of every 3-game series, it felt like.
That's a good point. Like back in the day, like Mike Timlin. He's out there again.
You know, Weathers saved 33 games for the Reds at age 37. That was the one year where he closed a lot. But the rest of his career, mainly a setup guy. Two strikes on Colson Montgomery. Short lead by Grichuk, and he'll head back as Weathers throws over. So Ryan would have had some good memories of his dad's career. He was born about 10 years before David was done pitching. Popped up, and we've got interference on Montgomery. And the catch made by Ben Rice in foul territory just to the right of home plate. As Colson was trying to find where that ball was, he was looking up and he stumbled into the catcher. And the home plate umpire, Alex McKay, pointed at Colson. Kind of leaned back toward his own dugout and made contact with Wills.
Yep, I mean, it's one of the things when you pop the ball up, stay right where you are and don't move, or know where the catcher is and get out of his way.
Here's Pereira. Takes outside on a sweeper. One ball and no strikes on Everson Pereira. Looking for his first hit since coming off the IL. He takes a high heater.
He's the guy, right? With a count like this, you make one mistake, ball's going to jump off his bat. He'll hit it hard because that's what he tries to do.
He's in a favorable count, the 2-0. Changeup is a little low. Borderline, 3 balls, no strikes.
Looked like Pereira saw that all the way, or was taking all the way, because he never even flinched toward that pitch.
And he takes a strike. I think I referenced this early this season when we were seeing him for the first time. His batting stance is like a less exaggerated Eloy Jimenez. He's got the front heel off the ground and his toes kind of pointed back at the catcher. Swinging a bounding ball to third. Gloved by McMahon. He gets rid of it quickly, and Pereira is out. Grichuk now at second base.
Yeah, he's got the same lower half of the stance of Eloy. Eloy held his hands down low. Everson holds him up over his shoulder, but he just went after a pitcher's sinker and just beat it straight into the ground, unfortunately.
So 2-out opportunity for Braden with Grichuk at second. And he swings, and it's a ground ball to Volpe, and he'll glove and throw and get him. That was not an easy play. That ball was hit pretty hard. And Volpe made it look easy. Sox can.
Looking for the best team in the American League? You got to go to Tampa.
And the Rays have won another.
The Rays are cooking, and they're doing it with their own special recipe. It starts on the mound where Drew Rasmussen, Steven Matz, Nick Martinez, and Big Mac Shane McClanahan are holding it down.
And a quick swing and miss. He got him with the hard stuff.
This rotation is just suffocating opposing hitters, pitching to a sub-3 ERA backed by a lights-out bullpen. At the disc, Junior Caminero is proving he's an elite middle-of-the-order masher.
And that one's gonna go. Home run, Caminero.
And don't sleep on Jonathan Aranda and Yandy Diaz bats either. Those three have combined to drive in more than 90 runs already this season. Playing in the same division as the Yankees, Tampa will need to maintain their momentum. Maybe even kick it up a notch. But this season's Rays seem to be up to any challenge.
Well, this is a World Series card. Everybody said, you know, what's it going to be to pitch against Sandy Koufax, who's a dominant pitcher. I said, I hope I don't embarrass myself. And I didn't. You know, pitched my first shutout ever. We won 6-0, and my parents were there. My mom was afraid of heights, so she was in the upper deck. She had to come down and trade seats with somebody so that she could actually watch her 20-year-old son pitch a shutout in the World Series.
Can take you. NLU means business. Visit nl.edu to learn more and register today.
The high fastball.
The flagship home.
An uppercut swing.
For every Sox game.
Boy, did they come together beautifully.
ESPN Chicago.
Back in our Bell Tire broadcast booth, fifth inning from right field, 0-0. Sean Burke with 10 strikeouts through 4 innings. He'll face McMahon, Wells, and Grisham for the Yankees.
This is when batters try to get on pitchers early in these at-bats now.
And a first pitch pop fly off the bat of McMahon. Pereira in center, and he's got it.
Like that. When you see a guy has 10 strikeouts, he's commanding the strike zone, you now walk up there at this part of the game, you go, first pitch swinging, I'm not getting to 2 strikes.
Wells batting. White Sox have not had to deal with Aaron Judge this regular season because he's been on the injured list. The pitch is low, and Burke wanted to challenge, but White Sox are without any challenges.
Yeah, Sean has done that from the mound. He has tapped the cap saying, no, challenge that.
The 1-0 swung on and missed on an inside slider.
Well, you want to talk about the perfect balance to the delivery. Burke has got that working with all of his pitches. He's tunneling those pitches, making everything look the same out of his hand, and it's why he's having this dominant performance.
1-1. Low and in on a curveball. Yeah, you put this Yankees offense at full strength with Judge in there and Bellinger and Stanton.
Yes.
A little bit of a different look.
And it's not like, this lineup they present now isn't dangerous enough.
2-1. Cutter strike on the outside corner. 2-2 on Wells.
I mean, you got Austin Wells, who last year hit, 21 home runs. So he's a threat, even though he's hitting 150. 7 home runs this year. McMahon has 9.
And the Yankees reportedly are potentially looking to add a catcher. Fastball low and in, 3-2.
That seems to be an area for a lot of teams that want to improve.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a blast out into right center field. Pereira dives. He can't get it. It'll get to the fence. And Wells is going to stop at second with a double.
A great effort by Pereira. He knew from where he was, he can get up, get to the ball by the fence, and get it back in and still hold him to a double. So you might as well go for it. That ball started knuckling back toward the center fielder. Gave him a chance to get a little closer to it because of that. It had initially started further in the gap, and then it just sailed toward center field.
Second hit, first extra base hit for the Yankees. Third double of the year for Wells. Here's Grisham. The pitch. Cutter strike.
What a great pitch to start the at-bat. Right on the outside edge of the plate, away from the left-hander.
Pereira's got a pair of broken sunglasses and was trying to repair them. The 0-1 is outside. That's not a great feeling. Now, I suppose you could get a timeout and get a new pair, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I will say, just looking at how the shadows are falling right now, the sun's not on him. Fly balls won't really go into the sun. He should be fine without them. It's just a matter of
comfort, right?
Yeah, getting those glasses. And what do you need them for right now? Just throw them aside.
Swinging a fly ball out toward Pereira. He will make the grab.
He had the glasses in his hand, and he dropped them just when he was catching the ball. Kind of threw them behind himself. Now he's picking them back up. You know, he could have one of the lenses that came out. And
I think the stem on one side broke.
Well, you can call timeout real quick and say, hey, somebody needs to come and grab this for me. You know, we got Mac, our bat boy, there on deck. He's a former ball player. He can sprint out there and be back in like 8 seconds.
Pitcher and catcher have a conversation.
He's fixed the glasses. He's got them back on.
I guess, unless he had a spare pair of glasses with him.
Spare part. Oh, man.
These challenges, a reminder, second opinion, always a good idea. Get yours at Northwestern Medicine. I'd like to welcome our listeners tuned in Kankakee, Illinois on Sports Radio 105.5 The Ticket. The batter is Ben Rice. Runner at second, 2 outs, 5th inning. And a curve is just off the outside. So with the guys I mentioned earlier who are not on the active roster, this is kind of the guy you highlight in their lineup. An all-star with 31 homers, and he lines out to Acuna. Nice pick near second base.
Woo!
Low liner, and he made an ankle-high catch.
Yeah, that was not an easy play. He had to stay down low and watch.
Got a couple packs of Topps 2002. Going to open them up and see who I played with.
Oh, Bartolo Colon. This is actually a pretty good pack. So I got a chance to play with Bartolo in Cleveland. Really good teammate, cool dude. It was fun, man. He was always a great hitter.
Woody Williams, probably one of the best Astro killers ever. You always enjoyed chewing the stale gum while you were looking for your heroes.
Chris Sale's 10th start of the season was a beauty. He goes 7 innings, giving up just 1 run, and he is in line for his first win against the Marlins.
An outstanding outing tonight by Trey Savage. 6 innings, 2 hits, did not walk a batter, struck out 8, kept the Yankees off the scoreboard.
11 strikeouts from Kyle Harrison.
Matching a career-long outing for Kyle Harrison and a dominant 2-hit shutout for the left-hander. Wow.
Outman over. Outman with the dive! Superman hit-saving play by James Outman.
Ryan drops his glove on the mound and gives James Outman a standing ovation.
First pitch of the game, the pitcher hits it out. A living, breathing statue, Shohei Ohtani.
You just don't dare take your eyes off of him.
It's a walking history book.
It's ridiculous what he does.
We've got a pitcher's duel here at Rate Field as no runs yet, White Sox and Yankees, as we go to the bottom of the 5th, which is when we bring you our White Sox Twitter poll question on X. Len DJ, when you're ready.
Let's do it.
All right, today we ask of the following, which is your favorite thing to call the runner on second base in extra innings? 4 choices. Do you like Ghost Runner, Zombie Runner, the Manfred Man, or an Abomination?
All right, I don't like any of the choices today.
Go off the board, Len.
Not a Ghost Runner. I guess Manfred Man is cute. Swing and a miss by Acuna.
Well, I like that one, yes, but what will the fans choose? I'm thinking they're going to call the The ghost runner.
The 0-1 hit on the ground again to Volpe. And he'll throw on the run to first in time.
45% DJ say that they like the ghost runner. 26% go with the Manfred Man. 26% say it is an abomination. Only 3% like the zombie runner. What do you like to call it, Len?
Well, the problem with ghost runner is that the definition of a ghost runner is a runner that doesn't actually exist.
You can't see the ghost.
You can't see the runner. It's when you're playing pickup ball. Edgar Caro fouls away. I just call it the free base runner.
Yeah, I call it something I don't like. I don't mind the ghost runner. I like that. He was invisible to get out there. That's how it all started.
I guess. The 0-1. Sinker is low. Caro batting right-handed. And he takes low on a changeup from Weathers. 2 balls and a strike.
Weathers, 73 pitches thrown. Burke, 81 thrown so far.
Sinker strike. I guess designated runner or automatic runner would be the other ways to call that free base runner. Swing and a bouncer to third. Backhanded by McMahon, and his throw beats Caro. A lot of left side ground balls against Weathers.
A lot of right-handers beating changeups and sinkers into the dirt, yes.
Push comes to shove, I'll say I think the official name should be designated runner because we have a designated hitter. Designated runner makes sense. That's what I would say. Or automatic would be the secondary.
Okay. I'm going with ghost runner. I like Manfred Man, personally.
Yeah, it's
catchy.
Started under his commissionership. Swing and a miss by Mydroth.
Weathers has given up 17 home runs. He can make a mistake. We just need to connect with one.
Change up. Just missed the low outside corner. Yankees do have a challenge. They might have used it there, but decided not to. Now the motion and the 1-1 to Mydroth. Low on a change. Royals still lead the Twins 3-0. They're in the ninth. No. Twins have a hit. Cubs and Cardinals tied at 1 in the fifth in St. Louis. Rays beat the Rangers 3-2. Sinkers outside 3-1. Mydroth walked his last time up.
Really hard to be patient when you get hitters count, and he's really trying to feed on your aggressiveness, throw you that changeup or sinker down, get you to beat him to the ground, get yourself out.
The deal, and it's a strike. Mydroth vacated. I think that might have been inside, but again, they don't have a challenge.
Nope, they don't, and I agree. Having seen a replay just now, it was inside.
That sets up a 3-2. Grounded foul behind the plate. Two outs, nobody on. We're in the fifth. No runs at this stage. Mydroth takes low and in, and that is a walk. Here's Mooney. Weathers just passing 80 pitches.
On the air coming into this game, Weathers had a higher batting average against him from left-handers at .293. But just 3 of the home runs he's allowed this year out of the 17.
Murakami takes outside on a sweeper. The pitching probables coming up at Tampa Bay. Eric Fetty and Nick Martinez tomorrow night. Noah Schultz, Drew Rasmussen on Saturday, and then Anthony Kay and Griffin Jacks. 1-1 now on Murakami.
Well, we know they're going to pitch well. They have quality pitching, no doubt about that. It's our job to match them.
Weathers comes set. The 1-1 to Murakami is outside. That fastball got to 96. Swing and a miss on a slider. It's 2-2.
When a pulling off of that one, a lot like what we want from Colson Montgomery. Mune, the same thing. Hit the home run the other direction on a backdoor breaking ball the other day. If he stays that way to center field where Grisham shades him towards left center, he'll be fine. He'll stay on the off-speed stuff.
Fouled. He just got a piece of a fastball and fouled it off the catcher's glove.
When you're this strong, you don't have to try and pull the ball to hit home runs. You can just stay neutral, drive the ball towards center field, and it will go for you.
Two. And off the end of the bat in the air, shallow left center field. Grisham with an easy play, and he's got it. Weathers through 5, Burke through 5. 0-0. We go to the 6th.
You know, in Boston, every now and then you'll do those throwback days where you bring out the big baggy jerseys, and the baggier the better. When I broke into the league, everybody was wearing really baggy pants, and then as the years go along, I started wearing these skinny, mini, tight pants that looked like they were painted on. So by the time I was with Boston, I really wanted to wear the baggier, the better. We just wanted to be flying around in the outfield there, having a good time.
Turns out a minor tune-up to the Dodgers lineup may have Mookie Betts firing on all cylinders.
It's gone! There's the feel, there's the results.
Dave Roberts decided to give Mookie a new perspective on Tuesday, dropping him from his usual 2-hole down to the cleanup spot for the first time since 2017. Safe to say, Mookie's slumbering bat woke up.
And this ball is gone, a home run, as Mookie announces he is back.
Betts went atomic against the Rockies, launching 2 homers and driving in 5.
Well, Betts in that cleanup spot, and that's exactly what he's been doing with runs. He's been cleaning them up.
And hey, shout out Andy Pajes. He shifted up into the 2 spot, racked up 4 hits, and extended his MLB leading RBI total. The Dodgers have been winning and are on top in the NL West, but getting Mookie Betts back to his old self makes their chances at a three-peat look a whole lot better.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Top 6. Sean Burke has been excellent once again. He's got 10 strikeouts through 5. Right now he's in a deadlock with Ryan Weathers. Jason Dominguez lines one into the right field corner on the first pitch. He's going to try for third. Braden to chase, and the relay throw is going to be late. He overslid the bag, and he's out. Oh, what a huge mistake by Dominguez. He was going to be safe by a mile, and he just way overslid third.
Absolutely no reason for it. I mean, you talk about another gift that the Yankees gave the White Sox. We just witnessed it. Throw wasn't close. He went head first into third base, caught the backside of the bag, just kept on going past it. I mean, his whole body ended up in foul territory, and I just don't understand why.
Wow. 1 out. So it's a double for Dominguez, and he's thrown out 9 to 4 to 5. Called strike to Paul Goldschmidt.
But they're doing that thing that I mentioned going into the 5th inning. All those strikeouts leads to early swings now. They don't want to go deep in counts.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss on a slider, 0-2.
That's unbelievable.
It really is. There are so few routine triples. That was one of them.
Yes.
Fly ball, center field, not deep. Pereira froze initially, now jogs in and grabs it for out number 2.
I mean, it's kind of confounding. Now, I will say this. It's funny because I was looking at Dominguez halfway to third base and going, this guy can fly. Maybe he doesn't know his own power in a slide, because when he hit the dirt, he was going as fast in the dirt as he was when he was running. And I just don't get it. You slide right to the base, there's no play, and just stay on it. The bag will stop you if you slide right to it.
Spencer Jones fouls off to the left. White Sox double play turns are brought to you by Steinhoffels. Refresh your home and patio this summer with Steinhoffels, Chicagoland's furniture and mattress leader and a proud partner of the Sox. Shop in store and online at steinhoffels.com. The 0-1 is an outside curve.
Pitch count at 87 for Sean Burke. All those strikeouts have added up to a lot of pitches.
One and one. The pitch. Down and in. Well, the calendar will turn here coming up. And Sean Burke in July going in 2-1 with a 140. Check swing on a low fastball. 3-1. So he will be in the mix for pitcher of the month in the American League.
Yeah, talked about coming into this game in the month, 25 innings, just 2 walks against 35 strikeouts. Well, right now he has 45 strikeouts and 4 walks in the month.
The 3-1 coming to Jones, and he gets under one out into center field. Pereira back. Now he comes in as the wind knocks it down, and he makes a catch. Huge play to open the inning on that.
Baldwin has been the impact player today offensively for the Braves, and now he hits one high in the air to left center field. Clark surveying. He leaps. He got it. Denzel Clark, his first home run robbery of the year, comes in Atlanta. That's why he's out there. A Superman catch from Clark.
And he tracks it the entire way. Times his leap like he's been playing center field here at Truist Park for 10 years.
Fly ball into shallow left. Diving catch, Randall Grichuk.
Well, that's a great play, but you could tell the whole time that he was running toward that ball, he knew it was going to take a dive.
Going back on a Waldschmidt, still going back on the warning track. He leaps and makes the catch. Crashing face first into the fence. What a grab by Ryan Waldschmidt for the second out.
And McKinstry digs one out to the gap in right center field.
Yes,
Cowser takes it away.
Oh, the milkman.
Holy Cowser.
Forget that. Lindor puts the icing on the cake with a long 3-run homer. His second home run of the night. A 6 RBI game for Lindor.
Base hit! Hits that losing streak goodbye! And good night! Griffin Conine walks it off! And the Marlins score 3 in the 9th to win it!
Yankees still scoreless as we go to the bottom of the 6th when we bring you our Gateway to the Booth, brought to you by the City of Countryside, Chicago's Western Gateway. It's an Ask DJ Day. When you're ready, Mr. Jackson.
Yeah, let's go.
Shelby in New Lenox wants to know, DJ, tell us about the smartest baseball player you ever played with. What made him different?
Oh, I love the question. Played with a lot of smart baseball players, a lot of smart. I mean, from Paul Molitor to Frank Thomas. I mean, a lot of smart baseball players. But I would have to say that Greg Maddux was probably the smartest of all the baseball players I played with. He and Molitor. I mean, and that's not saying anything negative about all the other superstars I played with, but those two were elite.
Except for the dumb ones. Sweeper is low and in.
I didn't have any of them. That's what they called me.
1 ball, no strikes to Miguel Vargas.
I mean, you know what I mean, guys?
Yes.
I don't think, and Jeff, you know it too, but those two names that I just mentioned, good luck topping those, being smarter than those two.
The Molitor immediately came to mind. Vargas hits a chopper foul. I love the Maddux mention.
And I like that
pitcher. He was as smart as anybody and a good hitter. He could bunt.
Yes.
And I like that you gave us both a pitcher and a hitter.
You know, it wasn't by design. It just that two jumps to the front of the list.
1-1. Vargas lines and a leaping catch by Anthony Volpe. What a play. He timed it perfectly and went up and came down with the ball.
Yes, he did. I mean, that's one of those times as a hitter you say, I had to hit it straight over the top of him. I mean, where he just has to time the jump perfectly. You know, to the left, to the right, you have a chance, but right over the top of him, and he snags it.
Grichuk coming to bat. He has doubled and walked. We see some activity in the Yankee bullpen. Check swing foul pop out of play behind the Yankee dugout. Sean Newcomb is up for the White Sox. Well, lefty Weathers on an 0-1. Grounded toward the hole and into left. Grichuk's on base for the 3rd time.
I love that question, by the way, because it starts making my mind just go through all the teams I played for and all the teammates. And I've always said this, you know, he's persona non grata nowadays in Toronto and throughout baseball. But Roberto Alomar was probably the most complete player that I ever played with from A to Z. I mean, there's not one thing he couldn't do on a baseball field and be as smart as anybody doing it. But yeah, the other guys probably just baseball IQ, smarter than everybody else, those two.
Grichuk at first with 1 out. The batter is Colson Montgomery. And a pitch. Bounce to the second baseman, Chisholm. Nice pick. He'll feed Volpe, and they turn a 4-6-3 double play. And the White Sox are done in the 6th.
Long run. Friedel, he lays out and makes the headlong diving catch.
Rocchio in the hole. Gets up quickly. Throws.
On the bounce. Dug out by Mansardo. Holy cow, what a play.
Way back onto the warning track. Oh, he reeled it in. Jacob.
Fielded by Jazz. Acrobatic throw off. Now it's in time.
Collins races over. Dives. Makes the grab. A barrel roll toward the line.
Diving play with one hopper by Jazz. Just gets up, throws it out. Dandy play right there by Jazz.
Coming on. Diving Martinez. He made the catch. Ball game.
Slides at the 3rd. Diving Graham.
Barossa coming on. He dives and he's got it. What a catch.
Long run for DeBear. Sliding, diving, tumbling, makes the catch.
A spectacular grab, and the Reds shut out Cleveland.
And in a hurry, Friedel, he slides and he scoops it.
The dive is crossed and throws him out.
Priority called on Lofton, and it drops.
Whoa.
He does not lack energy.
Rain earlier today. Grass still a little wet.
First big league strikeout for Roldy Munoz, and you can put an exclamation point on it.
That's a weird one. Fenway special.
After review, the call of the field is a home run. The ball hit the foul pole.
Let's get to work.
Oh, my. Ring the bell on that one.
ESPN Chicago.
Back in our Bell Tire broadcast booth, 7th inning, Yankees and SOX, 0-0 before we get rolling. 10 for ID on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network. Got some sort of dispute here. The new pitcher, Sean Newcomb, but the issue is Jazz Chisholm having a long conversation at home plate with Alex McKay. Not sure what it's about. And they're still talking, and now we're ready to resume.
Well, I don't see any violations. I don't see anything. It's okay.
Yeah, Aaron Boone didn't come out either, so whatever they discussed, it's been resolved. Swinging a base hit, line drive the other way into left. Chisholm a leadoff single off Newcomb.
Well, apparently all he wanted was to delay Newcomb and kind of get the perfect pitch after the delay. He went up there just slapping away the other direction. It's a good swing.
Sean Burke, 6 scoreless, 3 hits, 2 walks, 10 strikeouts. Season ERA down to 3.04. There's a bunt by Volpe. It's foul. He pushed a hard bunt way foul toward first.
You got Chisholm over there putting a sliding mid on again, and surprised he didn't go like he did last night on the first pitch.
Hands on his knees, pretty decent lead. He's not running. Volpe swings and misses on a fastball. 0-2.
Well, the best defense, right? Talk about it all the time, is strike one, strike two. Late in games, especially when somebody's on base and they're trying to score a run, is just attack the hitter.
And the pitch is high and outside. Newcomb comes set with 5 ticks on the clock, and he's going to throw to first. Chisholm back. No margin for error. Scoreless tie, 7 hits combined. A 1-2 to Volpe, and he golfs foul in the air.
That swing
back
is
and out of play.
Sorry, Len. That swing right there looks like he's trying to drive the ball the other way. Hit behind the runner.
The pitch popped into right. You were correct. As Braden Montgomery will head to the corner, make the catch. And a good one-hop throw to second base. Chisholm went back to first and tagged, and I thought he might go because Braden's momentum really carrying him toward the sidewall, but Chisholm decided to stay put.
Yeah, it's a smart play by Chisholm because he knows, yes, Braden is going the wrong direction against the grain for his throw. Forced the throw, but he knew also that any right fielder that knows what they're doing will do what Braden did. That's a spin move, get rid of it quick, and he threw it right on the money.
Newcomb throws over. Chisholm back. The batter is McMahon. So left-left matchup here. The pitch. Swing and a line drive. Caught! Diving catch. Braden Montgomery. Boy, it looked at first like he might play that on a bounce, and then he committed, and he made the play.
Boy, it's such a scary play for the right fielder there. It's a top hand lob coming to you in a hurry. And as you said, at first you're thinking he's going to play it on a hop, but he committed. He got the lean forward early. His body was moving into that one, and he caught it probably about 3 feet above the grass. It's a great commitment and finish.
Wells takes a strike from up here off the bat. That looked like a soft line drive base hit.
It looked like it off the bat. I agree.
But Braden stuck with it. And that is a do-or-die play, as you said. Now they've got Chisholm picked off. And he's in a rundown between first and second. Murakami will lob, and Maidra tags him out.
So that'll work. Just be aggressive. Thank you again. They've helped the White Sox the last 2 games. An awful lot have the Yankees.
7th inning stretch. Still.
I want to ask you about food. What is something that you have to eat to beat a judge?
Oh, Aaron Judge! Send him to Monument Park now!
We got some good chefs in New York. They've been cooking up some nice chopped cheeses, and that kind of, it gets you, yeah. I don't know if I should tell the kids that they should be eating chopped cheese before a game.
Before the game, probably steak. That's usually what I go to.
I like a steak, no vegetables.
No vegetables?
No vegetables.
Is it straight protein?
Yeah.
Pitching. Oh, there's the volley floater, and it falls back. And listen to the crowd. And he says, all right, maybe I'll do it again. Yeah, here it is. Look at it. And he fouled it again. And Munson takes the catch. And Tony Hawk throws his hands in the air. And listen to this crowd go wild.
And the Rays beat the Rangers 3-2. The Royals got out early, and Noah Cameron carried a no-hitter into the 7th. But, alas, the Twins come back and beat the Royals 4-3 with 4 runs in the bottom of the 9th today. Crazy one there. Cubs-Cardinals tied up at 1 in the 7th. Here at Wright Field, we have no runs. It is scoreless. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Len Casper and Darren Jackson.
Cody Clemens hit a walk-off grand slam.
Take
with
that.
2 outs in the 9th inning.
Hello.
Pereira bunts toward third. It's foul. If that's fair, it's a base hit.
Yep.
He had McMahon back. Weather's still in the game here to start the bottom of the 7th. So I saw the update, 2 outs. 3-0 Kansas City, and I figured they were going to close that one out. But a dramatic walk-off grand slam by Cody Clemens. There's a name for that. Down 3 and you hit a walk-off grand slam. Like, I don't know what's called.
Called a game winner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 0-1 is down and away.
The dream come true. That's what it's called, because every kid dreams of that. One day winning the game with a walk-off grand slam.
The ultimate. Yeah, it's called the ultimate grand slam. And the timeout.
I believe they call it a grand shalom in Canada. But that's for any grand slam, not the walk-off.
Yeah, good one.
1-1. Pereira checks on a low changeup. Boy, that is a big win for the Twins.
Yes, it is. Dramatic fashion.
It gets them back to 500. 2-1, hit in the air toward the corner and right. It is deep. Dominguez is over there, and it's off the high net. 2-2.
Hey, fans, head to the ballpark Sunday, August 9th. The White Sox take on the Guardians at 1:10. 15,000 fans in attendance will receive a Shoeless Joe Jackson bobblehead presented by the Village of Bedford Park. Or skip the lines and secure your promo at checkout with guaranteed promo. To purchase tickets and prepaid parking, visit whitesox.com/promos.
The heart of the lineup brought to you by Northwestern Medicine, home to Illinois' top-ranked heart and vascular program for 18 straight years by U.S. News and World Report. Pereira takes low. It's 3-2.
That was the 99th pitch for Weathers.
Yankees have a righty ready. The pitch. Slider, called strike 3. Pereira thought it was ball 4. He had flipped his bat toward the dugout and was headed to first. Fourth strikeout for Weathers. Here's Braden. Made that great diving catch. Also picked up an assist in the 6th inning on the Dominguez play at third. And a called strike on a sweeper. Boy, this has been quite the gauntlet, this particular series, against this starting staff of the Yankees. 0-1, a hit in the air out in the center, and it's deep. Grisham back now, has to come in and make the catch. He just turned around, put his head down, and ran straight toward the center field wall before hitting the brakes. And again, the wind really affected that fly ball.
Yeah, and you have a timer in your mind. Turn and go, and then you know when to turn back and check on the ball again. And when he turned back, he went, uh-oh, I got to go back in, because the wind knocked it down. He knew he had time to come back in or go back, continue to go back, but he got it right, unfortunately.
So with Acuna due, Aaron Boone out, and he's going to leave Weathers in.
Okay.
Weathers at 102 pitches.
This is when you have to make the statement. Hopefully he left him in one batter too long.
White Sox homers brought to you by Hard Rock Casino, Northern Indiana. See Wiz Khalifa at Hard Rock Live Friday, August 28th. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. 2 out, 7th inning. Acuna takes high and outside on a sweeper. The 1-0. Big cut and a miss on a changeup. Weathers on a 1-1. Low. He's given up just 3 hits. So you look at this series, Max Fried had the shortest start, 3 innings, gave up 3 in the first. Garrett Cole, 6 shutout. Cam Schlittler, 6 in the third, 1 run. And a swing and a chopper to third. Picked by McMahon, and a good throw across. So Weathers outlasted all of them. He went 7 today.
Yeah, well, he's pitched well against the Sox in 2 outings this year.
0-0 to the 8th on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
Line to center field, and it's a diving catch from Dalton Varsho.
One of the best defensive center fielders in the American League.
Montgomery going back.
He made the catch at the wall.
Okay, rookie. That's how you bring it back.
Long run for Langford, but he'll reach up and make the catch. Full stride into that corner. What a nice catch by Wyatt Langford.
Out toward Valdez, and the Magician! The diving play by Esmerlin Valdez.
The Magician doing it all today.
Here comes a charging, diving in, catching is Cody Clemens. No matter where that dude is played, infield, outfield, makes another good play.
Down the left field line, and it might be trouble. And what a sliding play by Soderstrom. Wow, so Tyler Soderstrom, a nice sliding catch.
Harris to first, and Alonso is there. He dives into the bag to beat him.
Another polar bear plunge over at first base.
The bubblegum blowing contest. It was fun. It was at a time when Topps included bubblegum in their baseball cards, and that was the gum we used. These are all my baseball cards. The Topps one is right there. It's developed into somewhat of a big nostalgic thing, and there are a lot of people that, you know, that's one of their favorite baseball cards. It's kind of crazy.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Top 8. Ahmed Rosario will hit for Wells against Sean Newcomb, starting his second inning of relief. 0-0 here in the final game of the set. Rosario takes all the way, and it's a get me over slurve for a strike. Next pitch. Hit on the ground and off the backside of Newcomb, and he'll pick up the ball and flip to first.
I don't think that's the first time he's been hit in the back pocket this year. You recall him being hit by a bouncer off the buttocks earlier? Because I do. Okay.
And I know because you like to use that term.
Buttocks?
Yes.
They shouldn't be hit there, even though it's the most padded area to take one for the team.
1 out. The batter is Grisham. Fastball just high. I was talking with Sean before the game about his batting prowess. He had 3 major league hits. He might get a chance again. You never know. In an emergency situation, extra innings. Slurve inside, ball 2.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen this year that a pitcher did get an at-bat in the
swing and a miss.
Can't remember what game it was, but we saw it happen this year, and I believe got a hit.
Two and one on Trent Grisham. The pitch. Swing and a miss. That's the other thing is you don't need pitcher BP anymore. He went 3 for 81. Woo. With a double and an RBI, but he also told me he scored a run in the playoffs with Atlanta.
Got to remember that.
After a walk, scored on a home run. 2-2. Hit hard on the ground, past the diving Mydrop out into right center. Grisham with a base hit.
Just out of the reach of Mydrop. And it was hit so hard that if he does field it, you might have a chance to make a play at first base, but got by him too quickly.
Rice coming up with a man on and 1 out. He's looked dangerous today. He has walked, flied to the warning track in center, and then lined out to short. And a changeup is outside.
Yeah, he's standing there right now with some intent. He wants to give the Yankees a score.
The 1-0. A low sinker. Ball 2.
Now you can see that he's intimidating, even if it is a left-on-left situation. Newcomb is making sure to miss down and away.
The pitch. Just missed the low outside corner for ball 3.
Well, the only problem is if you're going to be cautious with this and you end up walking him, you got the leading run in scoring position.
3-0, it's a strike.
That one might have been low, but thank goodness it was the old 3-0 automatic.
The 3-1 home. Outside on a fastball. Rice walks. 2 on for switch hitting Jason Dominguez.
Mentioned earlier, he runs extremely well, Dominguez. Hard to double up. But that's what you're looking for, the ground ball from him.
The pitch by Newcomb. Fastball strike. 95 right at the knees. Dominguez batting from the right side. Waiting and swinging and fouling.
What's that tell you? Dominguez walks up there. He throws 2 strikes immediately. Rice was up there, and he didn't throw anything really close to the strike zone. Got 1 called on 3-0.
Batting left-handed, he hit that rocket into the right field corner in the 6th. Swing and a miss. Went after a very high fastball, and he strikes out.
You know how it is, right? Fastball down, breaking ball down, and then a sneaky fastball high. It's hard to lay off of.
Goldschmidt steps in with 2 outs.
As much as Goldschmidt, you worry about his power, he's thinking about just driving a run in here. More than likely thinking up the middle the other way.
Batting .328 against lefties. Check swing. He went. Alan Porter made the call. That pitch was down and in on a slurve when he swung at it. Newcomb on an 0-1. Swinging a fly ball out into right. It's deep and it will be caught. Edge of the track. Braden Montgomery hauls it in. Yankees strand a couple. Bottom 8.
Homered in the first, his 3rd leadoff home run in the postseason. Oh my goodness! Shohei Ohtani! Wow! Up and over the roof! A majestic blast! Ohtani drops jaws everywhere! And it's 4-0 Dodgers!
117 off the bat, 469 feet. He is the first Dodger to ever have 2 multi-home run games in the same postseason.
I want to ask you about food. What is something that you have to eat to beat a judge?
Oh, Aaron Judge! Send him to Monument Park now!
We got some good chefs in New York. They've been cooking up some nice chopped cheeses, and that kind of, it gets you, I don't know if I should tell the kids that they should be eating chopped cheese before a game.
Before the game, probably steak. That's usually what I go to.
I like a steak, no vegetables.
No vegetables?
No vegetables.
No, is it straight protein?
Yeah.
Gateway. You're out of there, leaky store brands. When all else fails, try North Shore Adult Diapers for even the heaviest control problems. Visit northshore.com.
Brent Hedrick is the new pitcher. Left-hander. He got the win in relief Monday night. And a swing and a foul by Edgar Carroll. We're underway in the bottom of the 8th. 3rd appearance out of the 4 games for Hedrick.
Yeah, that makes you think that the White Sox batters should be a bit familiar now.
Native of Braidwood, Illinois. Splitter is off the outside corner. Been one of the better relievers in the American League this year. Brent Hedrick.
So had Paul Blackburn yesterday, and they got to him, so let's go.
A swing and a pop fly, shallow right. Easy play for Jason Dominguez, and he clutches one away.
Located in the right field and featuring a variety of seating option is the Miller Lite Landing. The rows include field level views, group party areas, individual seating, as well as fun. Social standing room is there as well.
Chase Meidroth steps in. Takes a strike. Brian Hudson, a lefty up in the White Sox bullpen. .01 misses low. Hedrick with an 0.58 over his last 31 appearances. That's 2 earned runs in 31 innings. 1-1 outside.
Yeah, you know, the White Sox have fared against guys that have been that locked in. They've kind of looked at it and said, okay, he's due. Been a good year for them against pitchers that have been locked in.
And a good patient day for Meidroth. And he takes low. He has walked twice already and another 3-ball count. 3-1.
Maybe psychologically for him when he's batting leadoff, he needs to be more patient. Don't know, because you're right. Looks like the guy we saw a lot last season.
He takes low, and that's his 3rd walk. So he jogs to first with 1 out. And the batter is Murakami, who's 1 for 3. Singled in the 1st, struck out in the 3rd, and flied to center in the 5th. First pitch called strike. Ali Sanchez is the catcher after Rosario hit for Wells.
That last pitch was well off the outside corner, but no challenges left. Mune was not happy.
Next offer, down and away. Meidroth at first, 1 out, 8th inning. There's a low one and a good knockdown by the catcher. Meidroth was ready to dash to second if that ball had gotten by him. A 2-1 fouled back on a high fastball.
Looked like Murakami was looking for that pitch, just didn't get to it.
Hedrick now comes set. 2-2 delivery. Check swing. Called strike 3. That pitch was in the zone, just inside the inner corner. And Murakami strikes out.
Just rushed it in on him at 95. Probably swung at it either way.
So with 2 outs, it's Miguel Vargas. Check swing, and he went on a slider.
Vargy just guessing he was going to get a strike there. You can tell he started early, couldn't stop the bat because of it.
The 0-1 low, and this one does get past Sanchez. And Meidroth now at second base. That could be big on a wild pitch.
Well, now you just know Vargas, who is staring off into space, is rethinking the at-bat. He's got a 1-1 count, needs a base hit. Went from trying to drive the ball, show some power, to just getting a hit, giving Meidroth a chance to score and give the White Sox a lead.
1-1, and he was late on 94, 1-2.
That's interesting. It's almost like Vargas overthought the situation. He wasn't ready for a challenge. He's thinking more like, they're going to want me to chase.
The 1-2. Outside on a splitter. We've got a challenge from Sanchez, but I think this one's going to stand or be confirmed. And it is well off the outside.
The call is confirmed. New York has exhausted its allotment of challenges for this regulation.
So the Yankees spend their last ABS in regulation.
Okay.
2-2.
Well, still comes down to need a base hit.
Go ahead run at second. 2-2 coming. And a swing and a miss on a fastball to end the inning. Here comes the ninth. Yankees nothing, Sox nothing on the Hard Rock.
So this is MLB Network Talent Stars.
Okay.
The stars of MLB Network. Can I trade a pack of these for a signed Lauren Shahadi card?
How about we do a little bit of both? Money, a little trade.
Will you open it up and see if you like it?
They're really nice.
If I sign it, does that equal the Lauren Shahadi 20?
All right.
Do we have a good trade?
We have a good trade. Thank you so much. That was fun.
Nice doing business with you.
You could describe Tulsa as a big, small town or a small, big city.
Tulsa is a very mixed city of arts and film and sports. I mean, it's a true melting pot of all kinds of things.
Professional baseball in Tulsa, it's actually older than the state of Oklahoma.
It's nice to play in front of, fans that you see on a daily basis.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Left-hander Brian Hudson will try to keep this a scoreless tie. We're in the ninth inning. Pinch hitter Max Schumann in there for Jones. The pitch. Hit in the air. Line drive out into the left deep and caught by Grichuk near the warning track.
Thing that pinch hitters like to do, go up there ready to hit from the first pitch.
Chisholm coming to bat. Still putting on his batting gloves. And he skies one foul to right, out of play.
Chisholm's walking around like he's got some injury issues. The umpire giving him a little extra time.
Flexing his right leg. Oh, 1 coming. It's a low sweeper. Hudson's been a very valuable part of this bullpen. 48 appearances, including this one. And the pitch is outside. He's got a 2.96 earned run average.
Yeah, again, I mean, one thing you could say probably now for the last couple of months, this roster's been pretty established and pretty darn good. It went from trying to figure out who the White Sox were to we know who we are and we've got the personnel to get it done.
The 2-1 is off the outside, so it's 3-1 on Chisholm. Volpe on deck. 1 out, 9th inning, 0-0. Middle target by the catcher. Check swing bouncer right to the third baseman, Montgomery, and he'll throw to first in time. And Chisholm did not look good running to first base. He's kind of hobbling back to the dugout.
Well, when he first made contact, he was shocked and surprised that it was in play. He started the run quickly. Then he realized, I got out of the box so late, I'm going to be out. It looked like halfway. He just said, I'm going to start limping to first the rest of the way.
So 2 outs. Volpe steps in and takes a strike on a sweeper. Got to believe Chisholm's done. I think he just went down into the tunnel. Guessing Caballero will come in to play defense. Swing and a miss on a high fastball. Well, that's not a great development for the Yankees.
Not at all, and it was obvious. We talked about it before he ever made contact with the ball that he had something going on.
Sox fans on their feet. 2 strikes to count. The pitch. High, could not get him to go after that one.
Volpe's been a guy that's not afraid to try and lean across the plate on a pitch away and hit it the other direction.
1-2, low on a sweeper, and he held on a check swing. The pitch, driven in the air to right, but it will be handled by Braden Montgomery. Sox trying to walk off the Yankees again. Bottom 9, scoreless on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first
Gorman popped up the first pitch he saw in the 6th inning, so his second trip to the plate. Full count. Swing and a drive. That's a mammoth shot for Gorman. A long home run over the bullpen. Ted Williams always said, get a good pitch to hit. When you do, don't miss it. Nolan didn't.
94-mile-an-hour fastball by Englert and a deep drive. 443-foot shot by Nolan.
Williams pops it up. Another one for Jeffers. Well, the best part about it is that he can actually try to smile a little bit.
Jeffries laughs at himself, and I think that's cool, because I'm not laughing at his inability to catch the pop. And that's the way the game is. You have to be able to laugh at yourself a little bit.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Fan base.
High fly ball.
The process is only getting stronger.
It's a grand slam.
This is the Chicago White Sox Baseball Network.
New pitchers, Angel Chibi. A right-hander in for the Yankees. Schumann is in left field, and Jazz Chisholm Jr., despite being hobbled, is still in the game at second base, and he does not look to be 100%. Well, he's walking.
Yeah, let's hope that costs him, that he has no range on a ball that's playable. Kind of demoralizes the defense if he can't make a play, and they know he should.
Bottom of the ninth, Sam Antonacci leads off. No runs have been scored in this game. Sam batting for Grichuk. The right-hander deals. There's a bouncer to first. It's fouled by a few feet. Chance to go 2 games up in the division. No game for Cleveland today. Minnesota won. Right now they're 2.5 back. The stretch and the 0-1 from Chibi. Fouled on a hard changeup. 0-2.
Well, I love it. Antonacci's up there ready to go, and unfortunately not able to barrel either of those pitches up, and they were hittable.
Here comes an 0-2. And he bounced a change in front of home plate. 1-2. Not often you play a team that's the visiting club and they stay in town and you leave. That'll happen after this one.
Yes, that's a fact.
1-2 coming. Sam takes outside. Sox will head to Tampa Bay. The Yankees stay in Chicago to play the Cubs. Now they've got to pack up their gear and move it about 9 miles to the north. A 2-2. Rounded foul.
The players don't have to do that. They don't. They're just in their street clothes, going to get on the team bus and go right back to the same hotel and leave it all up to the clubhouse attendants to make sure it gets done.
Ball 2, strike 2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3 on an outside changeup.
That time it looked like Antonacci was looking for something in because his body had to bend over and wave at the changeup outside.
That brings up Colson Montgomery. Hasn't hit a ball out of the infield. He's 0 for 3. The pitch. Low. Benintendi on deck now to hit for Pereira. If we get to his spot. The 1-0 spin. Swing and a miss on a slider.
I like your thinking. You know, it's only 1 out, so there's only one way we don't get to his spot.
Angel Chibi on a 1-1. Cracked foul on the ground, first base side.
You can really see, again, something we talked about earlier. He's trying to hook the ball out of here. The outfield's playing him to pull. Colson's got the strength to drive the ball out the other direction, and if he just stayed neutral enough to drive the ball to center field, he'd wait back long enough on the slower stuff.
Ready for a 1-2. Here it comes. He struck him out swinging on a slider. And it will not be Benintendi. It will be Tristan Peters. To hit for Pereira.
Okay. The natural move, center fielder for center fielder.
The first pitch to Peters is a low changeup. He's trying to end an 0 for 16. He did score the game-ending run last night. The 1-0. Hit high in the air out into left. Schumann back now in. Sunglasses on. He's got it. We're going to head to extras again. Through 9. No score. Yankees and White Sox on the Hard Rock Casino. White Sox Network.
Yogi Berra was an 18-time All-Star and 10-time World Series champion.
This is the only perfect game in World Series history. You ask him about it, and he would say, it ain't been done before, and it ain't been done since.
David Wells was perfect on May 17th, 1998. Beanie Baby Day.
It's not the pitcher that's calling the game, it's the catcher calling what pitch to throw.
Home plate is 17 inches wide. And so he said, well, if it's more than an inch, and it was a lot more than an inch, then it's an illegal bat.
Well, he is. He's out. Yes, sir. Is out. Look at this.
Keep it down a little, will you, please?
Okay, Yogi.
Casey Stengel and the other touring ball players met the King of England.
Of course, with my English, we had a little trouble understanding each other.
As Yogi said, when you come to a fork in the road, take it.
Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Played 12 last night. We're going to go at least 10 today. Chris Murphy, the new pitcher. Anthony Volpe, the designated runner at second base. And Ryan McMahon leads off the 10th in a scoreless tie.
Yeah, we just discussed that topic earlier. And I see which direction you're going. You're going your direction with the naming of that runner.
Montgomery and Murakami will play in on the corners. Left-left matchup, Murphy and McMahon. And the first pitch, he hit him on a curveball. That might have got him in the helmet. And McMahon immediately dropped the bat and is headed to first base.
Yeah, it looked like he actually turned and took one off the back there.
All right, yep, off the shoulder. Right, back of the right shoulder.
Well, unfortunately, you hit the batter, but really there's no harm. You need to just roll up a double play here. He's not bunting, that is.
It's the catcher, Sanchez. He squares. And he bunts. It's a hard one toward third. Montgomery's going to throw to second. They get the out there. Relay to first, two.
Oh, my.
Double play. How did they turn it? 5-6-4.
I can't even believe that Colson Montgomery was paying attention enough to get that runner at second. I mean, what a play by Colson.
Yankees will challenge both calls. Why not?
New York is challenging the out call at second base and the out call at first base.
Yep. You get a freebie. Once you challenge, you can challenge everything. So,
well, it looks like they got both of them.
I think they got both. They're going to get at least one. Now, Acuna had to stretch toward first. He did keep his foot on. He's going to be out. And the play at first, I think, is the key one.
It's very close, but it looks like to me they called him out. I think they keep the call. Nice stretch. Nice stretch by Mydroth. Yeah,
I think he might have beaten it.
He might have. You're right. It's very close. What a heads-up play by Colson Montgomery, though. I mean, just unbelievable to throw back against the grain after fielding that bunt.
The hunch here is first base will be overturned. It'll be first and third, one out. But you might be right. It's as close. Here we go.
After review, the call on the field at second base is confirmed. The runner is out. The play at first base, the call is overturned. The runner is safe. New York will retain their challenge.
So 5-6 to get McMahon at second. Volpe at third, Sanchez at first, and the batter is Trent Grisham.
It really doesn't diminish how nice a play that was by Colson, but unfortunately they didn't get the two outs. They eliminate one out of scoring position.
Infield in. And Grisham singles into center field. Volpe scores. And it's now 1-0 Yankees in the 10th. That's the first run of the ball game.
Well, he spanked that pitch right back up the middle.
So Grisham did not waste any time. And Ben Rice will bat with runners at first and second and one out. So they get that first run. The key for the Sox is to keep them from getting multiples. Now they're working on the dirt over near first base. Might be a big divot near that running lane.
Yeah, it seems like maybe Grisham, when he was rounding it, just kind of dug a hole there.
The pitch low and outside on a slider.
This is the old minimize the damage situation.
Murphy's 1-0. Slider strike. Each team with an ABS challenge. Sir Anthony Dominguez is up in the White Sox bullpen. The pitch inside on a curve. Two and one to Ben Rice. Swing and a fly ball to left. Antonacci just into the game, drifting back now, circling, and he's got it. And fires a one-hopper to Acuna near third base. Two gone. 10th inning, 1-0 Yankees. The batter is Dominguez. Peters now in center, Antonacci in left. They both just pinch hit. Peters will be the runner at second to open the bottom of the inning, and Braden Montgomery will be the leadoff hitter.
Got a situation. Sox got to get him over, get him in, but still got to keep the minimum right here.
Fly ball to center. Peters barely has to move, and he's got it. Same part of the order that we saw last night a couple of times. The bottom of the batting order for the White Sox.
Speaking of the AL East, the Rays are back in the driver's seat thanks to a week to remember from Junior Caminero. The Rays' blossoming superstar earned Player of the Week honors last week and has continued to rake.
Oh, yeah, he's still got the power.
What a blistering pace.
Becoming the youngest player since 1900 to homer in 6 straight games and launching 9 homers in his last 8 games. During that torrid stretch, he posted the 8th 3-homer game in Rays history.
What a day to remember at Tropicana Field.
Junior's major output kick-started an 8-game winning streak for the Rays, as the team looks to capitalize on the Yankees' recent struggles.
An incandescent stretch for Junior Caminero.
And after hosting a week-long home run derby of his own, Junior will once again return to the stage for the real thing during All-Star Week in Philly. After finishing as the runner-up to Cal Raleigh last year, he'll have his eyes set on the prize this time around.
FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 462926.
Chabi's going to try to close this one out himself. Bottom of the 10th, 1-0 Yankees. Peters will head out to second base. Montgomery will lead it off. That's Braden. And it looks like Benintendi will hit for Acuna. So the Sox need at least one to keep this game alive. Braden has grounded out twice and flied out once. 0 for 3. Here's the pitch. Change up low and outside. A lot of off speed from Chabi.
And Braden had a little bit of a check swing on that changeup way outside. So that tells you his mind is he's ready to swing, try and pull the ball through the right side.
The 1-0. Check swing on a low changeup, and he did go. 1-1.
Yeah, I mean, he proved it on the first one with the check swing that he was trying to get the bat going.
The set. The pitch. Swing and a miss on a dive-bombing slider. He has not seen a strike, but he's down 1-2.
Yeah, this is situational hitting, and he's putting the pressure on himself. You have to, with experience, realize that the pitcher's the one on the hook. He's the one that has to come and get you now with the man in the scoring position. But so many times, younger players in particular feel the need. They have to get it done now. I got to swing.
The 1-2. Tap foul. He went off the outside on a changeup, just able to spoil it.
That changeup wasn't even close. It was at least where the chalk is in the right-handed batter's box. Tells you how much he's reaching across the plate.
Another 1-2. And another foul. Low changeup.
Not a strike. Yeah, I mean, there hasn't been one pitch thrown in the strike zone in this at bat.
But he's still alive.
Catcher standing out in front of home plate, giving the home plate umpire a little bit of time, I think, as the foul ball must have clipped him. And yeah, you know, you want to hook the ball, advance the runner, but with 2 strikes, your job now is to do your best to make some contact and hope for the best.
The pitch. He bounced one to the backstop. Peters now at third.
Well, I tell you, last couple of days, the Yankees are doing everything in their power to assist the White Sox to scoring runs.
Okay, so as a batter, what's your mindset now? What's the difference between 2 strikes runner at second versus 2 strikes runner at third?
Now you're thinking back up the middle and make him get the ball up.
And the infield all the way in. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, strike 3 on a slider.
Most hittable pitch he had in the at-bat, but it was a perfectly located pitch at that.
Here's Benintendi. 3rd strikeout for Chavi.
We had a similar situation last night. Wild pitch, got the runner over after it showed bunt, had 1 strike left for the batter to try and get him in. We had that. We didn't advance the runner. Doesn't mean that this guy's not going to if they're going to face him.
So there will be a meeting on the mound, and while they chat, let's pause 10 for ID on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network. Tying run at third, 1 out, bottom 10, 1-0 New York. The pinch hitter Benintendi waits. Here it comes. He takes low.
Big thing that they're wanting is you to chase, but if your vision is he's going to throw me something down, I'm looking for it, you'll swing at that. That's why you have to say, I'm looking up, and you'll lay off of it.
The 1-0. Swinging a foul fly to right, and this will get well out of play.
Again, I mean, the idea approach is you're trying to hit the ball to the center fielder deep enough to get the run home. Lay off of pitches that are going to tie you up that way.
1-1. Low on a changeup. A lot of trust in Andrew Benintendi in these spots. He's always been good with runners in scoring position. The 2-1. Low, 3-1. Caro on deck. Here's the pitch. Benintendi, it's a ground ball up the middle into center. Peters scores. We're tied at 1.
Well, you said it. Good with men in scoring position. He delivers. Slider that was down, and he hit it right back up the middle in the direction he needed to. Just don't want to pull stuff in that at bat.
Still only one out. Here's Edgar Caro. That's only the 4th White Sox hit today. Rice will hold Benintendi at first. Caro batting left. And he takes high and outside.
So amazing to understand how much pressure a batter will put on himself in these situations. And you got to be able to tell yourself how to relax and get in that relaxed state.
1-0, foul tipped. Sox with 8 walk-offs. Only the Cubs with 10 have more in the entire league. A 1-1. Carroll lines into right, a base hit. Benintendi stops at second. Winning run in scoring position. Back-to-back one-out singles.
Carroll's liking the late action in the last 2 days. The hero last night keeps the line moving here.
Aaron Boone wants a right-hander. We've got a pitching change in the 10th. Tied at 1 on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
Construction season is here in Chicagoland. Commercial Tire Service is ready to keep your crews moving. Family owned and operated since 1989, they bring over 37 years of experience.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the ultimate mystery player challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Problem now down the left field line is one of the carts looks like it ran out of gas. This is something out of Keystone Cops right here.
Michael Lorenzen might be in the market for a new glove. Chuck that one in the trash can.
Dropped it on the grass as the pitch was coming.
Nobody's out here to take it away.
Whoops.
The bat even goes farther as a torpedo when it's thrown into the stands. Look at this.
How do you like that? Have you ever seen that before? It just disappeared.
I thought it might have been a home run.
First and second for the White Sox. 1-1 tie. 1 out. Bottom 10. Benintendi, the winning run at second. Caro is at first base. And the batter is Chase Maidra. Now, Cruz is a guy who throws his split, or as you said, forkball. Kind of has that look. Half the time.
Yep.
We just saw a lot of off-speed stuff from Chibi. The stretch and the pitch. Chase takes a strike on a splitter, but that's not a pitch he wants to swing at. I mean, very bottom of the zone, as you talked about.
Yeah, he needs the ball to be up. That was a great pitcher's pitch. You don't want to beat that straight into the ground for the double play. 2 strikes is when you have to go for that pitch.
The 0-1. Check swing, and he held. Ooh, his hands got out there on a low split, but Alan Porter deemed that the bat stayed back. 1-1. Kind of a 50-50 call.
They're very close.
A 1-1. Swinging a bouncer right to Chisholm. He'll step on second and fire to first, and we'll go to the 11th. Each team with a run in the 10th. It's 1-1 on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
Want to live life at max volume? Then
2 down for Matt Olson. Nelson looking for a 1-2-3 top of the first. Matt Olson drives it out to center. Thomas is back. Is it above the yellow line? It is, and it's a solo homer for Matt Olson to get the party started in the desert on this Thursday night.
Again, where do you want this pitch? You want it in the bottom half of the zone. That's where that 4-seam fastball was. That allows Matt Olson to get the barrel to it, and he smoked it.
So Atlanta with a 1-0 lead.
Gorman popped up the first pitch he saw in the 6th inning. So his second trip to the plate. Full count. Swing and a drive. That's a mammoth shot for Gorman. A long home run over the bullpen. Ted Williams always said, get a good pitch to hit. When you do, don't miss it. Nolan didn't.
94-mile-an-hour fastball by Angler and a deep drive. 443-foot shot by Nolan.
Top of the 11th. Meidroth now at short. Antonacci at second. And it's been a while, but Andrew Benintendi now in left field. New pitcher Sir Anthony Dominguez. Jason Dominguez will be the runner at second base. Paul Goldschmidt will lead off. 1-1, 11th inning.
You got to pay attention to Dominguez at second base. Just don't let him have a huge lead and think about stealing third and giving 3 batters a chance to move him over.
First pitch to Goldschmidt is a low sweeper.
I'm all for him trying to steal third, sliding past the bag and being tagged out. I'll go for that.
The pitch low.
They're letting Goldschmidt have the second base area where, to me, he's taking aim. He's trying to shoot it that way.
He takes a sinker just off the outside.
At this stage, I mean, it's almost better for you to just walk him.
The 3-0, he takes it all the way, and it's a strike. 98 that time from Sir Anthony.
Probably wasn't a strike, but it was the 3-0 close enough again.
The pitch popped in the air out into right field. Braden trying to get behind the ball. It's fairly deep. He makes a catch. Dominguez tags. And he ends up at third with 1 down.
Goldschmidt got it done. Didn't hit the ground ball, but he hit the deep drive to move him over.
Infield comes in against Max Schumann.
Remember all those times earlier this year when the White Sox had situations like this on the offensive side. It was almost a guaranteed safety squeeze.
The pitch to Schumann. He pops foul back and out of play. White Sox 6-7 in extras. Yankees 1-7.
Well, let's just say we can see they've helped the opponent. They helped us last night in extras.
The 0-1. Popped up. Foul territory over near the Yankee on deck circle, and it's off the top of the dugout. Well, you had the first baseman, the catcher, the pitcher all over there. And shortstop Mydroth went over to cover home plate.
Yeah, and Antonacci, the second baseman, was also trying to get to home plate in case there was a play and somebody had to cover home. That's really good to see everybody involved. You had Montgomery at third base holding the runner over there.
Man on third, one out, 11th inning. 1-1 tie. 2 strikes to Schumann. Dominguez would love to miss a bat here. The pitch. It's high. That's kind of standard fare these days. Throw that hard fastball, head high, see if you can get a chase.
Yeah, as a batter in that situation, when they know you want to try and hit a fly ball, you have a feeling that's what they're going to do.
1-2, swing and a miss. Strike 3 on a sweeper. Two outs, 11th inning.
Well, they're going to put, I assume,
they're going to walk Chisholm. Yeah,
they need to go around him, get the right-handed batter on deck, Volpe.
So Volpe coming up with runners at first and third.
Chisholm more than likely will just take off to second.
I assume, unless, well, no, it won't be him. I was going to say he's got that bad wheel, right? So they'll have Caballero run for him.
Well, I guess he's got the bad wheel. He's been playing this whole game. So if your legs affect you on the base paths, I assume they affect you defensively too. They did not take him out in that situation. And Caballero's a middle infielder. He could have played second.
And he definitely is a threat to run, and I'm kind of with you. It's an easy thing for them to do, and I cannot imagine Carroll would throw through.
Absolutely not. It's all about getting the batter right now.
Here's the pitch to Volpe, and it's inside. He almost got hit. And Caballero did not run. We're in the 11th. 2 outs. Yankees have runners at the corners. Caballero takes off. The pitch is low, and Carroll will not throw.
Yeah, Dominguez was basically standing on third when Carroll gave a fake pump to second base, and it wasn't very convincing. But he just went back to third when the runner took off.
Volpe batting .250. The 2-0 is hit in the air, foul, out of play.
Always talk about in these situations when you have runners on first and third, batters standing there, your best defense is strike 1 and strike 2. And Dominguez is working behind in the count now. He did get the foul ball there on 2-0, but batter feels more comfortable in this count than behind.
Fouled again. He was late on 99. 2-2. Been a roller coaster season for Dominguez, but trying to get a huge out here in a big spot. The pitch fouled off Carroll. That one stung. And that was a heater right down Main Street.
Yeah, Volpe, we talked about him a couple of times to right field. He'll be late and try and drive it that way.
2-2 again. Swinging a ground ball to third. Picked up by Montgomery. Throw to first. Got him. Sir Anthony Dominguez strands 2. White Sox will try to win it in the bottom of the 11th. It's a 1-1 tie.
We're talking about power. We're talking about bling. This is the stuff that puts people in the seats.
Ruth's adoring fans pitched in to gift a crown fit for the home run king.
How come the fans didn't, put something together for me?
They gave you a nice round of applause.
It's a good job, Carlos.
That man is 42 years old. I'm only 22. Until that man stay on that mound, nobody gonna take me out of this game.
Okay, let me see what I can do about it.
Right now, I feel like I can go over there and go placata right now on the field just because I held this batter, Willie Mays. I'm not giving it back to you. You need it back?
To get back.
Okay, you can continue talking.
And you're just going to hold on to it?
Yeah.
Hammer and Hank became baseball's all-time home run king.
Hank Aaron flipped the bat, pointed to the outside, and said, placata.
And every single Triple Crown winner has been inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. So it looks pretty good for Miggy. Just saying.
Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Bottom of the 10th, tied at 1 apiece. Meidroth will be the winning run at second. Fernando Cruz still pitching, and he'll work to Munetaka Murakami. After him, Vargas and Antonacci are due.
You know, left-handed batter, got a job to do, and he has been doing it, getting them over. Need it to happen now. If he bounces it into right field, so be it.
And they're going to walk Murakami.
Makes sense. Yeah.
And they'll be intentionally walked. Caballero now playing second, and that'll bring up Vargas.
They had him standing in the box like he was going to hit, and then he's like, no, go to first. Just teasing.
First and second, nobody out. Miguel is 0 for 4.
If you really want to help the White Sox, as the Yankees have been so giving in the last 2 days, just first pitch, breaking ball, hits him, loads the bases.
Cruz comes set. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Splitter off the outside.
Another tell that Vargas is not even close to locked in. He's trying to go get the baseball. When he was locked in, he let the baseball come to him.
The 0-1. Fouled on a splitter. 0-2.
It's a real scary place to be when you're Vargas and you've been so good and so locked in, and they've so heavily relied on his discipline at the plate, and then you don't feel that good and the game's on the line.
Cruz tucks his hand into his mitt. Now the 0-2. Check swing on a low splitter. 1-2.
Well, he said it when he came on. Over 50% of the time he throws that splitter. And you can still see these guys aren't looking for it. You literally can flip a coin and go heads or tails. Okay, heads, I'm looking for the splitter. That's how often it's going to happen. And guys aren't prepared to say, I'm sitting on it.
The 1-2. Check swing on another low split. 2-2.
Weird thing, right? That a batter would sit there and say to himself, odds are I'm going to get that pitch, but I still, early in the at-bat, have to look for the fastball because I'll be angry if I take it. Early in the bat is the time to go ahead and sit on the slow pitch.
A 2-2 to Vargas, and he struck him out swinging on another splitter. Boy, he remained stubborn, and it worked out for Cruz. That's the first out. Here's Antonacci.
Well, Vargas had to tell. His hands moved forward on every one of those pitches. Every one of them he had to check his swing or swing at. So, absolutely telling you he's not ready for that pitch. Now, Sam, on the other hand, it's a different story. He's more disciplined right now, and he's going to make you have to throw something he can hit.
Meidroth at second, Murakami at first. Splitter strike right on the outside corner. 1-1 in the 11th. Ryan Yarbrough, lefty, is up in the Yankee bullpen. The 0-1. Swing and a bouncer. Diving stop, but it gets just past Ben Rice, and it's a base hit. Bases loaded. A single for Antonacci. And I'll tell you, Ben Rice, for the moment, just saved the game by simply knocking that smash down.
Yes, he did. At first, it looked like he gloved it and was going to get it out, and instead, it just came trickling out of his glove when he hit the ground. And it did hold the runner, made him have to stay at third base.
They're loaded for Colson. Bases loaded, 1 out. Winning run at third is Mydroff. Yankees trying to get their outfielders to move in a few steps.
Absolutely no reason for Colson not to look up in the zone for that splitter.
And a walk here ends the game, too.
You got to look up. That means you'll lay off of it below the knees.
Here we go. The pitch. Low on a splitter.
You can also, if you feel like you're going to really hit yourself in the helmet with your bat, if you take a fastball, take that fastball to left center field, left field. Think fastball that way, and you'll still be on time for the splitter that's hanging.
Ball 1, and now we will get a disengagement. The catcher raised his left arm.
The infield is committed to turn 2 with the shortstop playing up the middle behind the bag. Right side of the infield plays up.
Now McMahon will back up a few steps at third. He's about 25 feet off the bag. The 1-0 pitch. It's high. Well, I mean, Cruz has really operated this way. Chase, 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 chase. But now he's going to have to throw him a strike at some point.
Yeah, and you can tell he did not want to throw that fastball for a strike. He missed a lot with that. It's going to be so interesting what this pitch is.
Here it comes. It's high. It's ball 3.
He hasn't thrown the fastball, so he can't command it. 93-mile-an-hour heater, way up and out.
Well, obviously this is a take, and it might be take 2 with the bases loaded. The 3-0 pitch. It's a strike on a fastball.
To be honest with you, I would have not been surprised if he was swinging on that 3-0. He did it earlier in the game. The only reason I say that because it had to be a fastball and it had to be a strike.
The 3-1. Called strike on a slider. 3-2. So 5 pitches and a full count with 1 out.
And he will throw that splitter now with the thought that he's swinging and chasing.
The set by Cruz. Working the clock. The 3-2. Check swing, strike 3. On a low splitter. So it's up to Peters with 2 outs. So at the end of the day, it was a chase that gets Cruz through this batter.
When you take that 3-0 fastball, it just kind of gave him the wiggle room. And I agree with you. Everybody's saying he's all over the road. Take the fastball down the middle. Make him come back. He did come back.
Peters takes high, and it looked high, but Sanchez will challenge.
The catcher is challenged.
Now, from up here, it looked like Colson went around. On the replay, not so sure. That pitch was high.
New York has once again exhausted their daily allotment of time.
Well, you got a guy that's fully capable, even though he's not been swinging it too well of late, that can just find a way to get a hit.
Here it comes. It's high. It's ball 2.
At this moment, it's the play by Ben Rice at first base. That's the game saver.
Yep. And it was a base hit, but he kept that ball on the dirt. Bases loaded, 2 outs, tied at 1. The 2-0 coming to Peters. It is high. It's ball 3. So here we go again.
And he's throwing them nothing but fastballs.
It's just wild.
Now you are definitely taking, because there's 2 outs.
The 3-0. It is high, and the game is over. Tristan Peters with a game-ending walk.
Boy, Christmas has come early in the last 2 days playing these Yankees. They have been very giving. And the White Sox have taken 2 wins because of it.
The Sox are in a split. They've got a 2-game lead in the division. And the All-Star comes through, their 9th walk-off win of the year. The final in 11. Sox 2, Yankees 1 on the Hard Rock Casino White Sox Network.
At Bell Tire, we do tires, but we don't stop there. We do tires and service, but we don't stop there. We do tires and service like alignment shocks and struts and wheels, but we don't stop there. We do tires and service like alignment shocks